What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you.
Oh,
man,
shit.
Collapse with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there
goes, oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were entertaining.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
Stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's fucking Thursday night. You know what that means? Wrestling with Knuckleheads. It's your boy Toe Tags in the building. What's going on? 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 Fucking yo, Mercedes Moné's in AEW. We found this out last week. They came back this week, and she gave a little video package showing all of her accomplishments, which was kind of dope. That's kind of what Ice Cube's son was saying they should do. You know what I'm saying? They do it with one of the most famous female wrestlers out there right now. But yo, you know what? It makes sense, right? They don't do it with Okada, they don't do it with anybody else, but they do it with her. That's dope, right? They've been saying that shit forever. Now she's starting a feud or whatever with Willow Nightingale. Okay, we start up there. All right. I want to hear from Gigi because she's the women's wrestling advocate. Even though we all love women's wrestling here, she's the advocate of the show. I want to hear her opinion on what they're doing with her. I'm thinking they could have did something, you know. I don't know. I feel like they're not giving the juice They're not giving the AEW juice to this. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening. It's getting interesting for Mercedes with Willow, because that is a match that I would like to see. But we'll see what she does for the women's division, if it does get any bigger as people predicting. The WWE is doing that thing with WrestleMania with Sami Zayn and Gunther, which on Monday Night Raw, they're doing the same shit that they did with him and Roman Reigns. And I don't know about y'all, I don't like it. I know Sami Zayn is an underdog, but why does he always have to be that guy that doesn't believe in himself? Because for a guy that's getting all these opportunities, he sure as fuck doesn't believe in himself, and all of a sudden he's not getting opportunities. I mean, all of a sudden he's getting all these opportunities if he don't believe in himself. What's going on here? What's going on here? We got Jimmy and Jay, a Monday Night Raw. That was the best thing that I've seen. Jimmy and Jay, that it was 12 minutes from the start of the show. So I don't know if they actually started his segment at 8. Maybe it could have been 11 minutes, whatever. But from 8 to 8:12, Monday Night Raw, that was the best thing they did on Raw. Jimmy and Jay Uso. They're shining. I wish Jay would have been more of a fucking main eventer. Like, he would have been more prominent on Raw than he should, than he was. But remember, they don't know how to use people. They set shit up and then they put them in the fucking water. They think that they're forging these motherfuckers. They heat them up and then they put them in water to cool them down rapidly. But I like Jimmy and Jay's segment on Raw. With Solo being there, it was kind of dope because you had Jay's older brother and his younger brother beating his ass up. I think Sammy should have came out to save him, but Cody came out to save him. So we got that shit going there. Fucking LA Knight versus AJ Styles. That one seems like it because SmackDown isn't something that most people watch that often, but that seemed like it came out of nowhere. But everybody was predicting LA Knight versus the Logan Paul. But I think LA Knight versus AJ Styles is a better matchup for him. You give Kevin Owens and Randy Orton to the Logan Paul and let him be carried by those two veterans and let him get a real match going on. That could be, you never know, man. With AJ Styles there, that could be match of the night. But you also got the 6-team ladder match. Matt Hardy was on Monday Night Raw, stealing the crowd from the show. Everybody's lining up to get his autograph, take pictures with him. He's in a suite or whatever, the box or whatever the hell they call them shits. He's showing the world that he might be more important than Raw, at least to the fans that paid good money to go see it. So that's something we got to look into. I don't know if, listen, I said this shit to the people, to the rest of the group. If the Hardy Boys are going into the Hall of Fame, and this was just a goodbye match, okay, I could see them going into the ladder match at WrestleMania. If they're gonna be re-signing and do another run, nah. Get the Dudleys in there. Get the Dudley Boys. Yeah, or just have two actual tag teams going there. We don't need the Hardy Boys at WrestleMania ladder match again, doing the same shit. Come on, man. Let's have some new blood up in this motherfucker. Because right now, the Judgment Day are holding the titles. The Awesome Truth are that Ray believes that they're gonna split up the titles. So there's gonna be two teams winning the championship. That's what Ray believes. I don't know. There's a possibility it could happen, but then that means our Truth and The Miz has to win one of the titles. DIY seems to be doing all right. I think that they're a couple years past their hot zone. Like a lot of these, like DIY was hot in NXT when they were there. Then they did the whole, they turned on each other. They had their rivalry, and then they came back, and I feel like they lost their momentum from when they were top flight security of the world, Craig. You know what I'm saying? I think they lost their momentum with that. But they're back. I'm not saying they're not a good tag team. They're there. So if, depending on who the other two teams are, I can see DIY winning this, the tag team titles. I know we're gonna have a prediction show before the week before, but right now, all we got is WrestleMania, the storylines, and Mercedes coming in here. The last women's match, the last woman standing match between Becky Lynch and Nia Jax was all right. I mean, that ending was crazy. Becky Lynch just climbs up the ladder, hoping that Nia Jax just gets in position. They go some fast five shit on you. You know what I'm saying? if you believe wrestling's fake, then explain that type. That there goes a video for you. But yeah, that was a stretch. But hey, Becky Lynch wins. Now Liv Morgan is next. My eyes and visuals. I said this on Monday. I thought it was like, do you think this is gonna end it? And now Rhea Ripley and Becky are gonna do some shit, or is Liv Morgan gonna be that gnat that's just gonna be around costing people shit, and they're gonna have to do something with Liv Morgan, you know, either before, during, or after WrestleMania? Is that what's gonna happen? Because I don't know if they're trying to keep the attention on the entire New Day, and that's why Rhea Ripley is mostly with them and Andrade in the back, like trying to recruit them, and she's not doing her own thing, because before this was her division and she had to keep it in check, and now Becky Lynch has problems with everybody, and she got to settle those problems before she wrestles at WrestleMania. And WrestleMania is a few weeks away. Let's see how it's 2 weeks away. Go figure that shit. WrestleMania is 2 weeks away. Wow. We are there. So not next week, the week after that, we're probably going to do our prediction shows, but now we got 2 weeks. So what happens now? Does Becky face Liv in the next 2 weeks? Does Rhea step up and do something to Becky? Are we waiting until the go home show for this to be more than just them facing each other's face? Or does Andrade come into the Judgment Day and take Dominic Mysterio out, or is he the guy, you know, that starts, you know, that costs the tag team titles? You know, there's so many possibilities. I don't know what they're doing now, but when it comes to all this shit, they're throwing everything at us. So people, I guess, you know, people like me can double guess their thing. They fucked up The Rock versus Roman because they pushed Cody so damn hard that they had no choice but to do Cody versus Roman. But The Rock versus Roman could be set up for the next, I guess, SummerSlam. Everybody likes to, SummerSlam's a big deal, but everybody likes to think SummerSlam's the second WrestleMania of the year, and it's dope and all that shit. But let's get it straight. There's only one WrestleMania. No one goes to sleep at night dreaming to win shit at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? Everyone wants to win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania. They don't want to win at elimination at Extreme Rules and go to SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? But listen, if that's what you need to do to get more buys, Rock versus Roman at SummerSlam, I guess so. Or it could start up next year, Rock versus Roman WrestleMania, because Roman don't need to be the champion like everybody's saying for him to wrestle The Rock. So how do we get a year story out of Roman and The Rock, right? So if The Rock takes the pin at WrestleMania and it causes it Bloodline is barred from ringside, and then Roman gets pinned, you can set up the little tiff between The Rock and Roman. You know, the Roman can say, "Oh, The Rock, I thought you was the boss," and blah 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 blah. You lost it for me, and then The Rock be like, "Yeah, but you're supposed to be the head of the table, the fucking tribal chief. You're supposed to be Cody Rhodes." And then do we start a power struggle with Roman? Does Solo start turning on Roman? Does Roman leave for a little while and then we just have him show up when we need him? Does the elders pop up in here? Like, what do we do? What do we do here? Where does it go? Where does it go? Because I want to hear some of y'all, opinions on what you do with Roman and The Rock after WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure you're going to have to start doing something at WrestleMania. So if Roman loses, do we see a clip of Solo, Jimmy, The Rock looking disappointed? Or if The Rock costs Roman the match in the tag team match, do we see Roman spear The Rock? And then that starts the beef there. Like, how do we start the beef? Do we start it subtly? Do we start it like that? Do we just have Roman go home and let Cody take over? Is that something that we just wait for Netflix to do? Like, I don't know. But after a while, The Rock versus Roman is gonna get old for a whole year. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you can do it at SummerSlam," but The Rock versus the High Chief versus the Tribal Chief, that sounds like a WrestleMania match to me. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a WrestleMania match to me. Maybe Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam. Let Solo, try to go after the Tribal Chief position, and Roman, shows him that he ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we could have Paul Heyman turn his back on Roman, and now he's back in The Rock, and The Rock, instead of being the Tribal Chief, he's the High Chief, and Roman has to go earn his shit back. Because it has to be a power play. The way they're doing it now, The Rock is the boss. He's the High Chief. Roman is the Tribal Chief. Solo is there to protect them. And we got the elders. Like, we could go into this. This could be, going after the power. But if Roman becomes the Tribal Chief, he beats The Rock. Let's say this all leads up to WrestleMania, next year's WrestleMania, and he beats The Rock and becomes the chief again. Does he become the same Tribal Chief that he was before? Does he leave? Does he lose the Tribal Chief to Solo? And it's The Rock versus him for honor? Like, what's going on here? Because I can't see The Rock. I mean, I can't see Roman without that title, without a major storyline around him in the ring. So if he's not doing that stuff, like right after he wrestles The Rock and becomes the chief again, does he go after Cody for the title again? Or do we not see him no more? Because who's going to be the champion by the time Roman does all this shit? I don't know about Cody. I don't think Cody's going to last that long as champion unless they're going to make him the next guy. But I don't know. We got Netflix coming. We got SmackDown's moving to Raw. I mean, SmackDown's moving to USA. Raw's going to Netflix. Solo needs to... What's going on, Leon? Solo needs to step up. He's been losing ever since he beat Cena. We can't have Cena come back. But who's the next guy? Gunther? Gunther could be the guy after Drew. If Drew wins the title at Mania, I would like to see Gunther win the title. But then like I said, what happens with Roman if this year starts the feud for next year's WrestleMania against The Rock? That has to culminate everything, but how does that help continue shit? You know what I'm saying? Because do we go right back to he's the tribal chief and now he's going after the title again? Damian has to be the next big heel champion. Unless well, I did a little, question. Andrade is there now. If Andrade makes a deal with Rhea and Dominic, or with Dominic, maybe he tears the Judgment Day up and Priest isn't a heel anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Priest turns into a face and he's the champion. Could be Drew wins the title. Damian beats him for the championship for the Money in the Bank. He beats him with the Money in the Bank. And then Andrade tries to go after the title from Damian. That could be the first title defense for Damian. That's a good point right there. We just opened up a can of worms, Leon. We got that for Netflix. But so now, because Cody Rhodes is going to be on SmackDown if he wins the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship, right? Because he ain't going to be on Raw as the SmackDown champion. He's going to be on SmackDown. So you need somebody on Raw. Seth Rollins got a broken neck, a broken back, a broken knee, a broken clavicle, a broken tongue, a broken. I like that because they need to put more light on their Latino talent. They do. I would like that. Seth got a broken, so he gets to rest and do all this other shit. Let's see. All right, so there you go. That's that. All right, so that's the plan. This is the plan so far. This is what we're gonna predict. Drew goes to WrestleMania, wins the title. Somehow, some way, Damian Priest cashes it in on Drew. Damian Priest is champion. Andrade figures out a way through Dominic and Rhea to get a title shot, and maybe he costs Damian Priest the championship, or he gets a title shot from Damian Priest, and that's their rivalry. Okay, so there goes Raw. We'll do Raw with that. That's not bad. Andrade can be main event. He can do something big against Damian Priest. I can see that with Drew. Drew in the midst, it gives you a couple months because Drew got to get a rematch somehow. Okay, we got that. Now Cody. Let's say Cody wins the championship on WrestleMania. What happens now? Like I said, does it start at WrestleMania? The Rock and Roman's beef? Does it start at that SmackDown? Do we not see Roman anymore? Do we just see Solo? Is Solo now Solo? What happens with Jimmy? Does it start on SmackDown with Jimmy losing and Roman losing? And now Solo hasn't won a match since he's done, he had the John Cena match. So does The Rock come back and scold them all? Do we see that? Do we see The Rock talking shit to the tribal chief, Solo and Jimmy in the backstage SmackDown with Paul? Does it start The Rock saying that Roman Reigns is not tribal chief material? Does that lead to Solo versus Roman at SummerSlam for the tribal chief spot and Roman wins it? Does that lead to The Rock taking over the bloodline while Roman's gone? Does that, you know what I'm saying? Because think about that. If, let's say The Rock talks shit about them and Roman ain't there, then The Rock assumes leadership of the bloodline between Solo and Jimmy, and then Roman Reigns comes back to get his spot back, I mean, that's something. But how do we go after that? I think they're gonna go on hiatus and Roman and Rock get into a brawl that Friday after Mania. Okay, you think they get into a brawl? Okay. Because I was also thinking, what if The Rock takes the pinfall at Mania and Roman spears The Rock because he calls him, like, you know, he's like, yo, you lost. You know what I'm saying? But Roman blames The Rock for losing the tag match. Yeah, that's how I see it. Because I don't think Roman's gonna lose both matches. If Roman loses both matches, that's gonna make him look really weak. But then again, if he looks really weak with The Rock trying to step up, it makes sense. It makes sense, and it also would give incentive for Solo to try to step up. Maybe for Jimmy. Maybe we have Jay save Roman later on. What about that? We have Jay coming back to save Roman from Jimmy and Solo. Huh? You know, the Rock is putting Roman through his paces or some shit, and like Roman needs help, and Jay understands what it's like to be that guy that gets abused and all other shit, and he's like, yo, I got your back, bro, but you can't be this person no more. And then boom, Jay and Roman versus Jimmy and Solo. You know what I'm saying? So we get Roman's gone, Rock's in control. SummerSlam, Roman versus Solo. Survivor Series, Roman, Jay versus Jimmy, Solo. Royal Rumble, I don't think that's gonna work unless Roman's in there and they cost him the shit or whatever. But then we got Rock versus Roman WrestleMania. Rock versus Roman WrestleMania 41. What happens then? Because if The Rock and Roman face at WrestleMania, is it for control of the bloodline or is it to end it? If Roman loses, he's out of the family. If Roman wins, there's no tribal chief. What do you think about that? I don't know. That's not strong enough, but it's something there. There's something there. Everybody that's watching, don't be afraid to comment. And if you're on Facebook or Kick or one or the other, we're on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, Twitter. If we don't see your comment, you're gonna have to come to YouTube. It's the same name, Knucklehead Network. Same name on there. So how do we do that? How do we get that going? Because that seems like the most logical way to carry a story onto next WrestleMania. There's nothing else that's that strong that can go for a full year. Because even if Cody wins the WWE Universal, the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship, if he wins that title, they're gonna have to start from the ground up again. Because who's on SmackDown coming for that belt? AJ? Is AJ the one that's coming for that belt after that? Is that why he's wrestling LA Knight? Does he have to beat LA Knight at WrestleMania? Are you just gonna throw people at Cody? Because they haven't built somebody, because Roman just destroyed everybody. So do we do Cody versus AJ? I would like to see that because it's been a while. AJ got a new attitude. There goes something, but that's not full WrestleMania moment. So now what? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Shit. Do we see people helping Becky? I mean, not Becky, Bailey. You got Damage Control there, right? Because talk about a storyline. Damage Control and the Bloodline can go for another year, at least some Survivor Series. Yo, think about Bailey, Eos, and Damage Control. There's what 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 people on Damage Control. Bailey. We already know Naomi's helping Bailey. Bianca helps Naomi and Bailey. Maybe you get Charlotte Black. I don't know. I don't think you get Charlotte. We get someone else. That could lead to another War Games with Bailey and Damage Control. I would like to see longevity in the champions. At least for Bailey. Rhea Ripley's held that title for a while. Rhea Ripley's held that title for what? A year? Going on a year now? Did she win the title at WrestleMania? I believe so. Right? If Bailey, I would like to see Bailey hold that title for a while. But let's see. Women's World Champion, 354 days. So yeah, she's held it for about a year. Reign ends in next decade. Let's see. Oh, so Bailey's actually held the title the longest? Oh shit. Hold up. What is this? This is with the Women's Championship heading to Raw. So the women's title remains renamed to the Women's World Championship. So Bailey has held the title 379 days. So where's Rhea Ripley though? From October 11th to October 2019 to October 2020, and then she got hurt. So that's 2020 to present, 2010 to 79 days. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But all right, Rhea Ripley's 350. Where did I just see that? 354 days. She's the current world champion. Okay. So what about Oscar EO's championship? Who's the other? 228 days for EO. 419 days. Who's this? Becky Lynch 398. Who did the 419? Io Sky, nope. Bianca Belair, okay. From April 2022 to May 2023. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sitting in a better room with a lot of money. Yeah, so all right, so Bianca Belair's got the longest reign period, but for the WWE Women's Championship, she got the longest reign. And Bailey got Bailey got the longest reign for the Women's World Championship. Okay, so there you go. She can definitely hold that title for a while. We just done proved that. We just done proved that she could hold that title for a long time. So now, do we see Rhea Ripley beating her? Let's see, this 379, that's 25 days. She has 25 more days. Do we see her winning the record and becoming the longest reigning women's champion? I could see that because I don't think Becky needs to beat her at WrestleMania. If I'm going to be honest with you, I think now Rhea could, beat Becky and, start going after some new blood. because she's pretty much faced everybody. Like she's. Well, let her run the thing. Because if she breaks up from the Judgment Day, like Leon and I have discussed already, if she breaks up the Judgment Day and she's no longer with them, then she can go do her own thing as champion. Damian Priest could be world champion, fighting Andrade. Maybe Dominic is with Andrade now, and Finn Balor becomes a tag team with McCullen. Do we do that for him? Do we do that to him? I don't know. I don't know if we do that to him. Or maybe Finn Balor is one of the guys that wrestles Damian Priest for that title. Maybe Andrade puts the wedge in between all of them. And after Damian Priest wrestles Drew and beats him, definitively, maybe Finn's next. Then it's Damian Priest versus Finn. And then Andrade gets that shot after that. Now we're thinking with our thinking caps on. Get the whole Judgment Day out of them. And Rhea Rhea got to become. How do we get Rhea out of this? This Dominic dumper, right? Dominic dumps her for someone else. Who does he dump her for? I said Jade in the group chat, but I don't think Jade's. Unless, hey, Andrade, Dominic, and Jade. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Andrade, Dominic, and Jade. That's a crazy pairing, or a crazy trio, as we like to say. Oh, I just got a crazy message. But, that's a crazy trio. Hold on, motherboard. So, Cruz just hits me up. His computer's fucked up. As a BIOS black. All right, yeah. So what are we? All right. So what are we talking about? We was talking about Dominic breaks Rhea Ripley's heart, or dumps Rhea Ripley and leaves her for Jade. Now, Jade and Andrade make a good pairing just because. Just because they have similar attitudes. They're mega, Jade's a megastar already. Andrade's got that Spanish $1 Million Man in him. Dominic got the heat already. So him dumping Rhea would be even more heat. And if he dumps her for Jade, that's boom. That's super, like that. That's fucking Calvin level heat right there. Calvin is a measurement of heat. So fuck off if you don't understand that. No, but yeah. All right. So all right, let's do this. Let's write this down, people. Write it down in your books. This is where I'm going with it. Andrade drives a wedge in the Judgment Day. Causes Damian Priest and Finn Balor to start fighting each other. This is after Damian Priest wins the title. Damian Priest gets the title shot, loses. Andrade takes Dominic from Rhea. Dominic dumps Rhea. And Rhea starts fucking with Dominic, and the woman that Dominic gets to defend him, Jade. Jade versus Rhea. Right? Now people are like, oh, that's too soon. Hold up. That's a SummerSlam moment, Jade versus Rhea. That you want to say it's too soon, that's fine with you, but SummerSlam is September, August. That's 6-7 months away. So we got time there. Build that shit up. Or we can have at SummerSlam Dominic and Jade versus Rhea and a partner of her choosing. Right? So now we're living in a world where this shit makes sense. I can't reach the button, so suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick. I got shit in the way of the thing.
You just fucking dig.
What's going on,
Let's
Gigi?
do it on, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you on the right mic?
Yes.
You sure?
That's. Oh no, my ass straight fell.
All right,
See?
I'm just.
That's what you made me do. You just made me spill a whole bunch of ash onto my tray.
It wasn't me. I don't know. You sound a little muffled,
okay,
but
Shaggy.
Shit.
Why?
It was Ray somewhere. Yo,
do I sound weird?
It just a little bit.
I don't know why. I literally just plugged in the mic into where the thing was at.
Tap the mic real quick. Nah, yeah, you're not using the mic. I think you're using the webcam. Because I didn't hear the.
Okay, that
you
makes
just smacked the
sense.
shit out of them.
You told me. That's
little
what
tap.
you said. You said it. Espérate. To be fair, I wasn't checking the settings before I even got here. So let me see. Video, audio. Yeah, the audio is picking up the webcam.
Now you're muted. Now, yo, listen. Hey, don't blame me. Blame Leon. He's the one that's here. I heard something. Oh shit. All right, I can't hear you still. All right, you see?
I got it.
All right.
Because all of a sudden, I guess when I unplugged the mic to plug it back in, it muted the mic on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But now the video and the audio don't sync.
You can hear it now, right?
Yeah.
Much better? Yeah.
Yeah. But the video and the audio doesn't sync though.
The video and the audio doesn't sync like right now?
Yeah, like you're a Chinese movie. Like I see your lips moving, but then I hear the audio afterwards.
Audio. Wait, this is legit happening?
Yeah. There's always something with this shit.
Gay. This is all gay. Gay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Yo, me and the chat have been brainstorming for some year-long stories between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day, separately.
I'm listening.
Okay, all right. It's still delayed, but we're gonna talk now. So
really
right now, it's like you say it, and then I see you say it, and then I hear it afterwards.
BRB.
Wait. Say something again.
BRB.
There you go. I don't know what happened, but yes, it sounded good now.
Okay.
There you go.
We're syncing. Everything is syncing together.
Yeah,
we are in sync.
That's right.
I need to go bye.
That's right. It's gonna be me.
Right?
Jesus. Wow, the shit we do for our country.
I'm telling you. You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're absolutely welcome. Try our experimental AI features. What?
Where did you see that?
It's on my laptop. It's
Oh,
not part of. I don't think it's part of Restream. I think it's just part of like the Chrome extensions.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, because I have a Chromebook, so this just
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't touched this Chromebook since a while now. I want to say maybe a solid week and a half, going on to 2 weeks. I've just been using my phone, my tablet, so I don't really I don't fuck around with it unless I need to. And I was gonna do some work on my laptop today, but by the time I turned it on, I realized it's been off the charger and it was completely dead. And I was like, I'm not gonna stay in this room. I'm not gonna do this. I'll just work on my tablet. That shit's at 100. My phone's at 90. I'm good.
I hear you.
I'm good.
I hear you. With
All
the
right.
jacket, okay, I see you. Got the jacket going.
We got the sample jacket that I'm still not 100% in love with yet. But ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the jacket.
Okay.
Pow, yes.
Okay.
The jacket's gonna look fire. I'm not gonna lie though. I am a little currently stumped on a few designs. And it's background designs really that I'm kind of stumped on of what am I going to put with what character? You know? So I can do well, I mean, Hulk Hogan is easy. You can just put red and yellow background on there and stuff like that. You saw the design that I was gonna do, so that's dope. That's cool. Ultimate Warrior, more or less, is gonna get this fucking design on him, where it's just retro, abstract colors, kind of giving you a Miami Vice type of vibe or some shit like that. Ric Flair is a little bit difficult because there's no good limousine and jet cartoonish background that kind of resembles, good old Nate. So I'm having difficulties with that. I'm having difficulties with some of the women as well. Because I have a sensational Sherry doll and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put in the background. And I'm trying to see if I can add more to her outfit. There's just a lot of creative scenarios that I'm trying to work with, and because there's so many, it's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then I just fuck, what do? I don't know. Maybe let me get off on this. Let me start working on this one. And then it's because I have so much to work with. Again, it's overwhelming for my brain. And then I'm just I don't get unmotivated, but I just okay, I need to walk away from this. But then I walk away from it way too long.
You get overloaded.
Yeah, I do. Today, I finally started reusing my fucking planner. And then I realized how much shit is happening in the upcoming weeks for me. I got family coming into town. I got my bestie coming into town. I have to worry about my kid's birthday, bills, when I'm getting paid, when I'm going to be able to pull out more merch. It's just a lot. I realize I'm not wearing any earrings. I look like a boy.
Not hey, but so what you walked into was me and the chat, well, mostly Leon, talking about how we can get to the next WrestleMania after this one, right? So I spoke about the bloodline a little bit, but you caught me in the middle of brainstorming for the Judgment Day, because this is what we got. Drew beats Seth at Mania.
Right.
And
Senor Money in the Bank cashes in?
Yeah. Yep. So Damian Priest cashes in the Money in the Bank and wrestles Drew. He beats Drew, and then he has to have a rematch with Drew. But while that's happening, Andrade is pulling Dominic away from Rhea. But also putting a wedge between Finn and Damian, right? So now we have Finn Balor challenging for that title against Damian. But we also, in the same time, have Dominic break Rhea Ripley's heart on something, he dumps her, right? So now it's Andrade and Dominic away from Judgment Day. They're their own little thing. and then Andrade goes after Damian Priest for the title. But now we have to have Rhea get back on Dominic because Dominic is fucking with Rhea.
Okay.
But Dominic can't wrestle Rhea, so someone has to come up and wrestle Rhea for Dominic, and that will be Jade.
Uso?
So in the process,
Jade, as in for JD McDonough or Jey Uso?
Jade.
Oh,
yeah,
Jade.
Yeah. So
we're bringing Jade into the fold.
So I'm thinking by SummerSlam we have Dominic and Jade versus Rhea and a partner of her choosing. I haven't got to that partner yet, but this is what I'm thinking, because if Dominic joins Andrade, mega heat. With Jade and Dominic can do for Jade what Rhea did for Dominic.
But
like that heat will be like fucking sun level heat. And there don't need to be a one-on-one match between Jade and Rhea at SummerSlam. There could just be that tag match. But remember, SummerSlam's 7 months away. You know what I'm saying? So there's time to build her up. There's time to get her where she needs to be. But it would bring that heat on Dominic and Jade, and also give Rhea that face. And Andrade can face Damian Priest, and it'll be it'll be like a brand new thing for Raw come next WrestleMania.
I mean, I guess I can kind of see that. But I don't know. I feel like Jade in the picture is so... I don't know. I feel like it's far-fetched. I don't know. I don't know.
Jade and Andrade work with the way that Jade's a megastar. Andrade is that fucking guy that he got the money. He can't be you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they would work as a mixture, and then Dominic is their pond. You know? It almost be like Dominic is Miss Elizabeth. Dominic is Miss Elizabeth.
Don't do that.
And Rhea Ripley is Macho Man.
Don't do that. No.
He loves her.
No.
Yeah.
No. This is an Eddie and Mamacita storyline. This is not Macho and Miss Elizabeth, okay? Even though Rhea Ripley is Macho Man, and she be like, Dom, do this. Dom, do that. And she doesn't keep Dom locked up in the locker room, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that to Miss Elizabeth.
I'm just saying.
Fuck you. No. Fuck you.
That's how they, that's how they treat them, because they can get them.
Don't you put Miss Elizabeth and Dom in the same sentence.
But if you get him to turn on Rhea and then get used by Jade, and then Rhea,
Miss Elizabeth,
and then Rhea saves Dominic, and he comes back to her, and they have the he loves her moment. Yo, the roof would go off the fucking building. Big Hirsch would say there's 3 fires. The people would start cheering for Dominic.
I don't know what he's saying is fire, but I highly doubt he's saying that's what you're fucking saying. You might be, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. You guys want to see the back of the jacket? It's fire. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get over the fact that you fucking put Dominic and Rhea. I'm Dominic in the same sentence as Miss Elizabeth. I can't get over that. I can't. That bothers my soul. Not in that scenario, but maybe. You know what? Who knows? Let's see what happens.
Do you want Dominic to be Sherry when it's Shawn Michaels versus Rick Martel at SummerSlam, where they're both carrying Dominic out of the ring because he's hurt?
Don't you even dare do that either. now you asking to get your ass whooped. Now you asking to get put through a table, just like Ray's gonna get put through a table. How dare you? Like, Miss Elizabeth is one thing, but the sensational one, Dominic is not sensational.
He's not. But I'm just saying that storyline, that scenario.
Fuck that. No. You want Dominic to fade like, hi, mommy. With the Spanish gasp.
Yeah.
Like, no. We're not. You know what? I'm dealing with a child who clearly knows more than you right now. Okay, we are not doing that. Damn, you got me fucked up here. Like, I'm gonna walk away. Raymond, hurry up and finish watching Ghostbusters. Damn it.
Which I liked it. I enjoyed Ghostbusters.
Oh, you saw it today?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
so it was worth it.
Yeah, the T-Mobile app, the Tuesday shit gives you $5.
I peeped that, but I couldn't go anywhere today.
Nah, yeah, it was one of those. I woke up and I saw that. I said, you know what? I've been telling Ray I'm gonna ruin that movie for him all week. Fuck it, let me go watch it.
I'm done. I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize in advance for leaving you with one, for the amount of time that I left you with this nigga. And most importantly, now I shall return.
All right. But we're making it work though. We're getting there. That's the Judgment Day right there, right? So now how do we get Gunther? We get Gunther. I don't think Gunther. It's crazy they call him Gunther. But I don't think Gunther loses the Intercontinental title at Mania. Let's say he doesn't. But who's on his ass? Chad Gable. If you're not going to give Chad Gable that Mania moment, SummerSlam. SummerSlam is also the moment for Intercontinental titles. The Intercontinental Champion main event at SummerSlam, Bret Hart and British Bulldog. Come on now. Let's do this. Chad Gable, Gunther. Build that shit up. Let him win the Intercontinental title. Then Gunther's right there in the waiting in the wings. But when it's now time for a new champion and let Gunther win the title, he could win it at Royal Rumble. Let him hold that title until Mania next year, whatever. But there you go. Chad Gable. Boom. Building it up. So what do we do with Chad Gable? Right? We can't turn him heel. Because I think right now he's a good face. Unless, right now he's a good face. I don't think we want to turn him heel. Because this is the scenario if we're gonna turn him heel at Mania, maybe after Mania he jumps Sammy's like, you should have never got that title, and then Sammy and Chad Gable have their little stint for a couple, like a few months or a few weeks, and then Chad Gable leaves Otis, leaves Maxine, they do their own thing, and then Gable goes after Gunther. Or that shit, man. If Chad Gable's gonna go heel, then it would be better if Sami Zayn won the title. Because if Sami Zayn won the title at Mania, you can have Chad Gable envy Sami Zayn. That would be a reason for him to leave Otis and Maxine and Tozawa. And then he just focuses on Sammy. And then he beats Sammy at maybe SummerSlam. And then when he wins the title, maybe that's where Otis gets a shot. And you can do the Otis and Tozawa doing some shit with him afterwards. And then we go from there. But then what happens with Gunther? Does Gunther step away? Because right now we have the world champion milled up with Drew, Damian, Finn, and Andrade. Does Gunther step away? Does Gunther move on to SmackDown? Does Gunther get traded to SmackDown and go after Cody? But we already established maybe AJ Styles will go after Cody. Even though they built in Gunther versus Cody at both Royal Rumbles. So How do we look that in the eye? Huh? How do we get that going? There goes a conundrum for you. Multiple storylines. We got the women's title, the women's world championship, the WWE championship, and the Intercontinental championship, and the world championship. So we got all 4 major titles for the women and the men, and now the Intercontinental title. These are stories until next WrestleMania after this one. All right. So how do we get that? We bring up people. But if we bring up people from NXT, we gotta warm them up a little bit. We can't just throw them into matches like, we can't have Carmelo Hayes come up here and just start getting in the Continental title matches. We gotta warm them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? CM Punk's gonna come back sometime. Does Drew McIntyre lose the title to to Damian Priest? And then when Drew McIntyre tries to get the title back, CM Punk costs him the title. Now we're back at the world title. So now we got CM Punk versus Drew because they're starting that rivalry up again. And we can't have CM Punk versus Cody because Cody's going to be on SmackDown. There you go. But now what happens with Gunther? Does Gunther hold on to that title until SummerSlam and face Chad Gable? Where Chad Gable will be a face. And now Chad Gable is the face and the Intercontinental Champion. Or do we make him a bad guy? I think Vince ruined NXT because Triple created great stars, but when they got to the main roster, Vince ruined them. Yeah. The only people that survived the NXT's transfer, I think, is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Because they can do anything. They're multifaceted. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn can be the heel, the face, the guy that goes over for people. They do anything. The women that came from NXT, they're thriving right now because their division was in shambles and they fixed it. So not all the women that came from NXT, but like the top drawers, Io Sky, Asuka, Kairi Sane, all those people, they're winning, but they still need to polish up the women's division to make that shit better. The NXT people right now, they're coming up and they're not getting the recognition they think they would. Because the thing is, once they made NXT the third brand, it's people don't watch it, right? So when they split up Raw and SmackDown, there's people that only watch Raw, mostly me. There's people that only watch SmackDown. There's people that only watch NXT, or there's people that only watch AEW. So you don't get that cross viewership as you would think because there's a lot of wrestling going on. There's a lot of wrestling, not a lot of time, and not everything makes sense. And it could be hard to follow sometimes. So you have so some people choose their own thing. So like if you go to like right now, the North American champion, Oba Afema, if he came to Raw, I'm gonna be, who the hell is this? Because I don't watch NXT like that, but he's the champion. And he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying? But people that watch NXT, they like him. But the same people that don't watch NXT, when he comes to Raw, he's going to have to reintroduce himself. And it's hard to reintroduce yourself when you think you're already established. And then when they think he's already established, it's going to be, he comes out and it's going to be, just a bunch of meh. And everyone's like, oh, this didn't go the way we wanted it to go. You're going to have to make a big impact. Like Carmelo Hayes is big because he's been there for a long time. He's been on the main roster. He wrestled on the main roster a couple times. It didn't go his way, but he's done it. You bring Carmelo Hayes in. I want to say you do it with Bobby Lashley and MVP, or you do it with MVP or something like that. You bring him somebody to come in and you start immediately showing that this guy is good. and it's almost like the NXT guys aren't the students; they're just guys that haven't got their shot yet. You know what I'm saying? You boom, and let them run the Intercontinental division in that aspect. You don't give them a title shot, but you let them have those matches with those people, and then eventually build himself up. It's almost like someone from the D League gets signed to the NBA, right? They're officially on the Knicks roster. They go up to the Knicks, and 12 people in the arena know who they are because they watch the D League, and everybody else is like, who the fuck is this guy? You got to prove to us why you're on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to prove to us why you're the star that you think you are when you come out. And I'm not saying that you need to come out of the crowd, humbled or, like, oh, cheer for me, I hope so. No, you come out here with the big personality, but you also the juice that I've been talking about with AEW and Mercedes. You gotta have that juice. The WWE has to put that juice on you. Like Bronson Reed came out, big Bronson Reed. He's fighting, he's wrestling everybody. So when he comes out, people are like, all right, Bronson Reed's this monster. The Creed brothers, they came out with Chad Gable and Otis. They're throwing these tag team matches in there. Everybody's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Arian Grimes went to SmackDown, nothing happened. We need them to debut on the main roster. Like if they're either a brand new star, and I'm not talking about changing the name, but like if they're a brand new star and this is how we're going to do it, or you come in with that heat and you start winning. You got to give us a reason to give a shit about you. Like right now, Valhalla, right? She's with Toka and Razor. I know their names, but I call them Toka and Razor just because that's what it sounds like to me. But she's with them, and everybody, like, she's not really doing nothing with Eric and Rybar, right? Rybar. Ivar. There you go. She's not really doing nothing, but the minute Michael Cole said she came out with the horns and yada yada yada, and he got all hyped, people like, who the hell is this girl? And what the hell is the deal with the horns? That's you come out there like, yo, Carmelo Hayes just came out, blah blah blah. Like when Sami Zayn challenged CM Punk, not CM Punk, John Cena for the United States Championship, they were like, oh shit, it's Sami Zayn. You get the viewers on TV to be excited about it, and it just is gonna be more excitement for the next people. He's gonna debut in that arena. Oh shit, blah blah blah. He's gonna do something big, show his worth, and the next time they show him, the people are gonna know him because they're gonna be like, yo, I saw him last week on Raw. This guy's a big deal. Let's go, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. Their debuts on the main roster were, and some of them couldn't survive the end. They couldn't survive that shit at all. Like, look, Braun Breaker, he was on SmackDown a couple times. Nobody was giving a shit. But when he did that shit in the Rumble, and he broke through and did all that magical shit in the Rumble, people were like, oh shit. Now, I'm pretty sure Braun Breaker would have made his debut. More people will recognize him, like, oh, this is the dude from the Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So, just like Gunther, when he stood face to face with Brock, people like, oh, this is a big boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Keith Lee, when he was face to face with not The Rock, with Brock Lesnar, when he was face to face with Brock Lesnar, oh, even Brock said this is a big boy, and people like, yo, what can we see here? The people that knew Keith Lee was like, yo, it's gonna be magic. The people that didn't know him was like, oh, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? That was the issue that they had bringing the NXT people up to the main roster, because it kind of looked like, what is this kid doing here? Like, I don't want to say NXT was where the students learned, and then they came up to the main roster and everybody was like, oh, look at this kid. Because it shouldn't be that. Even though it's their developmental, this should be their third brand, right? So he's no longer a developmental. This is a wrestler on the roster, the main roster, and now he's on SmackDown. Because you start doing this whole, yo, kid, you got a lot to learn shit, and people can be like, well, when he learns, call us. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Dominic, when he came with his father, we knew he was new into this shit, and he was teaming with his father. They won the tag team titles, but he didn't start getting people's respect until now. Until he's on the Judgment Day doing stupid shit with Rhea and Finn and all these other people, and he's not their equal, but he's also not a student anymore. He's just a guy on their team that's just not as good as them. You know what I'm saying? Because the perspective changed. We gotta have that perspective that these people aren't students, these people aren't young bucks, these people aren't less than. We gotta have it so that these people are the same. We haven't seen them yet. Like AJ Styles came out, people knew who the fuck he was, but at no point was AJ Styles a rookie here. Like he was treated as, this is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and now he's in WWE. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think fucked up most of the NXT talent on the main roster. That also messed up Gargano and Ciampa, because on NXT they were fucking balls of fire, and then they went to the main roster. They got some injuries, and they really didn't know what to do with them. You put Tommaso Ciampa with The Miz? Sorry, Tommaso Ciampa don't seem like the type to go with The Miz. If The Miz is gonna have a bodyguard, I think The Miz bodyguard would look more like Omos or the North American champion, like a big dude, like a Mr. Hughes type dude. Tommaso Ciampa, I think, should have just went after someone, like he should have had a feud with someone that's established to show what he's about, and then you could have went on there. And Gargano, he got hurt, and then he had a kid, and he was out for a while. They tried to bring back the way, and the way was outside the door. There was just a play with that shit. Now they're trying to get the momentum back with DIY, and it was a cool tag team in NXT because the matches they had in NXT was crazy. They did the Authors of Pain. They had crazy matches in NXT. They're not really having crazy matches here. I don't know if they want to make them an actual tag team or a stepping stool for other tag teams. I don't know if they're trying to make it so that way the Creed brothers can get their name with them, or if they're trying to get their name off the Creed brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's the issue with NXT. But now we gotta get back to Gunther, because I believe he should be champion by at least Rumble. Gunther should be champion by at least Rumble. I don't know if he wins the title at Rumble or if he wins the title at Survivor Series, but by at least the Royal Rumble next year, he should be the world champion. How do we get him to that? If he loses the Intercontinental title SummerSlam to Chad Gable, he can just go straight, he could just go straight up to the world champion at that time. Who would be the world champion at that time? Would it be Andrade? Would it be Damian Priest? Would it be CM Punk? Drew McIntyre? Who does he win the title from? Gunther versus Damian Priest for the world title? That's a... Good morning.
I didn't go this time.
So right now, I spoke about NXT and why some of their things didn't come over.
Because Tripp created great stars, but when they got to the main of roster, Vince ruined them. Yeah. He did a lot, but he didn't ruin NXT because NXT is not ruined now.
Yeah,
maybe he tarnished it just a little bit, but realistically, if he ruined NXT, then NXT wouldn't exist up to this day. And right now, Shawn Michaels is doing phenomenal work in NXT, and I just realized I came in here without my jacket. Continue.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold in here.
He almost ruined NXT with the 2.0 shit.
He honestly didn't, because look at the great work that NXT stars are doing right now.
No, I'm saying with the 2.0 shit, I think he almost.
Yeah, that shit when he was trying to make it 2.0 and all this other shit. Yeah, for sure. Like that's where we were like, okay,
Yeah.
what's just happened now?
But then I think Mandy Rose saved that with her Toxic Attraction.
A toxic attraction. Yeah. Even though she got fired the way she got.
Word. But so right now, I'm trying to figure out a way for Gunther to be world champion by Royal Rumble.
By Royal Rumble?
Because I'm going with the storyline that he beats Sami Zayn, and then SummerSlam he loses to Chad Gable.
Man, I want Chad Gable to be in this match and make it a triple threat.
I would love that.
I want a triple threat, and it's not because we should put all these matches into triple threats. It's because Chad Gable should have won that gauntlet. Chad Gable should have won that.
He should have.
It should have not gone to Sami Zayn. And my thing is that WWE Vince fucked Sami Zayn up.
Yeah.
Vince fucked Sami and Kevin Owens by splitting them apart. But to be fair, they weren't really doing anything with them as tag teams in general. We know that they work together well. But they didn't really give Sami anything afterwards.
Yeah.
They barely gave Kevin Owens anything afterwards.
Yeah.
But at least Kevin Owens got a story. A fucking story. Yeah. I hate this one. It's gonna haunt me.
He had a purpose. He had a purpose to be on TV.
A purpose. And that purpose was basically to fucking go after Logan Paul. And there's something there. Right? With Sami got everybody. Sami has a little bit of Shinsuke Nakamura. Sami has now with Gunther. Who did Sami have before that? Was it Drew McIntyre?
Yep.
Like
it was Drew. Yeah.
They're just finding ways. Trying to get him there. Without really listening to the fans that we want Chad Gable. Because in all honesty, like Chad said, I don't think you're going to do it, homie. Because Chad's looking at him like, you ain't the one. I'm the one. Because I was this close.
Yeah.
You were doing other things. You don't even know what the fuck you're getting yourself into right now.
Yeah. And it's weird because I'm sitting here and I'm going, all right, Sami Zayn almost beat Roman Reigns. He wrestles Drew McIntyre. He wrestles Shinsuke. He wrestles this guy. He wrestles that guy. And he still doesn't believe he can beat Gunther. Like, at what point do you go, I could beat you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is every match you don't believe you could beat me? What? This guy's a fucking veteran.
Like, you know what cracks me up about this is that Sami has so much underneath his belt, but yet he doesn't use it. You seem to forget who I am. I'm that guy that ended the bloodline, that started the cracks in the bloodline, that actually made Jay see who Roman really is. I'm that guy that got into the head of the tribal chief. And the tribal chief is far superior than you will ever be, Gunther. You may be the ring general, but compared to the tribal chief, you're child's play. See how good that shit was?
Yeah.
He could have gone with that instead of,
Yeah. Yo, and not for nothing, let's say Roman Reigns doesn't lose the title. That can spark a little rivalry between Gunther and Roman. Gunther be like, oh, I'm not as good as Roman, so let's go see. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But But that's why I'm sitting here. I'm like, yo, I don't think Sammy's winning at WrestleMania because
I don't think so either.
They're trying to catch that genie back in the bottle. They're trying to get the lightning back in there with last year's WrestleMania. Problem is they're doing it with 3 weeks instead of for almost an entire year of storyline. Jay and Sammy was almost a year of build up. You know what I'm saying? Like this is this is a start, Sammy and Gunther. But all right, so Roman, right? This is what I have for the bloodline.
Okay.
The Rock gets pinned in the tag match. Roman loses to Cody. On SmackDown, there's a argument between The Rock and Roman. Building up, you have The Rock basically taking Solo and Jimmy away from Roman because he's weak now.
He'll take Solo. He won't take Jimmy.
This is Solo and Jimmy turn on Roman. Solo and Jimmy fight Roman, and Jay comes back to help Roman because Jay always believed in Roman. It's just Roman got his head was too big for his bridges, and it's one of those things. It's like, I believe you could be better than you were, and Jay's trying to break that spell that everybody was under the bloodline. So you have Jimmy and Solo versus Jay and Roman, and then it leads to The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania next year.
So I dig that. However, I don't believe that The Rock will take Jimmy because Jimmy is a goofball. I'm gonna leave you with the stepchild cousin of our family. You run with your tribal chief.
Okay. So
right, that's why I was like,
okay.
You know, and then Roman just continuously abuses the shit out of Jimmy. Right? We can still have Jay come through and just save his brother because at the end of the day, he's still his brother's keeper. You know? More so than Solo would ever be. But the Roman Empire has to fall, and if it has to fall, it has to fall under Roman, obviously. Now, here's my thing. He could just continuously abuse him, and then we'll get that whole Jimmy now turns on Roman type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to leave you with the stepchild cousin of our family, and after the abuse that Jimmy gets from Roman, and then that one time Roman's really looking for him for support, like, you my dog, yeet, no yeet, you my dog. He's going to be like, man, go fuck yourself. And then he joins The Rock, and then The Rock laughs, and then we get into that. I think he takes Solo first, and it's going to be more of, no, I'm taking you. You can stay. Like, he's going to be the last kid to get picked on the team before we re-enter the whole Jay into the picture of Roman.
I can see that because that would take the time that we need for this to happen at WrestleMania, next year's WrestleMania.
Exactly. You don't take all at once. You take little by little.
Yeah.
And then the payoff, we give it to you all at once. This is okay. This is all the payoff that we give you. Every little bit that we took, this is why.
You also sparked an interest of War Games, Roman, Jay, and Jimmy versus Rock, Solo, and whoever else we got.
Well, I mean, there's names popping up.
Yeah.
You know, there's names popping up here. And it's getting to be very interesting because we don't know who's going to be added to the bloodline. This bloodline storyline is massive, and it has been massive for the last 4 to 5 years. All right. 5 years going on, maybe? Is that, are we on the 5th inning?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
This is the 5th inning, folks. You want to know how many more innings left? How many innings are in a baseball game? How many years we've
9.
been doing this? That's the inning that we're in.
Yeah.
Don't get it fucking confused, man. Even without the titles, they'll still be the most relevant thing that WWE will be talking about. It's not Logan Paul. It's not the new guy. It's always going to be Roman. And The Rock is not going to be there 100% of it. This is what we're just doing currently right now. Why? Because Vince McMahon fucked it up for a lot of people. And now we're trying to rebuild the shit that we are trying to rebuild. And that is how the cookie is going to fucking crumble. Simple as that. Yes. Yes, that's the name that we saw. Tamatonga. Come on. Come on down. Price is right. That price is right. Because Triple H doesn't sound the check.
Word. Because that now Tama, Solo, Rock, Roman Usos
could happen. That's what I see. That's what I'm putting out there.
Yeah, I mean that's something that's something that would get us excited. And it doesn't and he's not champion. Roman's not champion.
Gunther will be. Who the other champion's gonna be?
Well,
don't know.
Cody would have to be champion at least for 1 month.
I mean, yes, Cody can. Cody's gonna be. Oh, that's right. But doesn't matter. You know, it will be Cody and Gunther, because then Gunther will take over Seth Rollins, and then we'll add prestige to that title. Right. We'll add prestige to that title as well as I mean, shit.
I thought you meant Gunther would beat Cody for the title.
I mean, eventually we'll get there, but I think that's just too hot right now to even try, because it'll throw a monkey wrench. But right now, how things are looking,
yeah,
Seth Rollins would be the next one. I hate to say it, man,
yeah. But I
really want him to be there for a long time. But
I'm projecting. Oh, I'm thinking that if Cody wins the title at WrestleMania, the next challenger will be AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles will be the challenger for that title, because right now he's wrestling LA Knight, but he's the newest guy that's being taken serious. Like Randy Orton's back, but he's with Logan Paul. But LA Knight and AJ Styles can catapult to the world title if Cody wins it. But I do like this bloodline storyline that we're coming out with that might not even fucking happen, but you heard it from us first.
That's right. War Games. Bloodline.
It's almost like the NWO versus the NWO Wolfpack.
Pretty much. Yep.
But without that finger poke of doom, though.
God, yeah.
Yeah, without the finger poke of doom. But usually,
that would be so fucked up and so funny.
Yeah, it would be.
Like, you thought we were mad. You stupid. And then we will hate them so much.
Yes.
And the best part, that's their job.
Yeah. Because just think about this. Cody wins the title at WrestleMania. And somehow at SummerSlam, The Rock beats Cody for the title. And then Roman finger points Doom The Rock and wins the title back from The Rock. And The Rock's like, I told you, Cody, you ain't holding this championship. It belongs to Roman. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Holy shit.
We need to hear your thoughts. We need to know what you guys are thinking. Let us know. We're just like going off the top of the dome right now, okay? All right. But if you want to go with results and stuff like that, you can check out Kenny. You can check out DJ. They're doing their thing right now too.
Yeah.
Show everybody love. We're here for everybody. It's a whole family network thing. They're covering more results. We're just doing a shit ton of everything.
Yeah.
Results, fantasy booking in between, going back to results. What fucking happened this week? Oh yeah. That shit, you know. Oh, funny enough, as we segue into that, Miro and CJ Perry no longer together.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yep. And
Game over.
You know what's crazy? Bad Blood sends me a picture
Yeah, I already
of
know.
CJ Perry.
Yep.
With fucking Swerve. And he's like, is this what's happening? And I'm like,
the same thing he sent you is the same thing he sent me. And I told him, when I'm going to tell you, you know, when I saw this, I thought the same thing, man.
Yeah.
And she likes her chocolate men.
Yeah. They did that with Bobby Lashley. I mean, just, you know, art reflects life.
Life imitating art. Oh, my heavens. Yo. There's just, oh man, there's so many questions.
Yeah.
Like, yo, but, and the biggest one that I have here, all right, and hear me out. Realistically, was their relationship at that point, not the point that we heard about the news, because you can't just let this happen and then the news breaks out immediately. This has to give it some time.
Yeah.
That whole time that she was sick in the hospital, about to fucking die because of a splinter.
Which is crazy.
That she got from her job. And that one little splinter took over her whole fucking life. I was underneath the impression that, oh shit, okay, let's take the whole... We already got that she betrayed Andrade for him, going back to her man, you know, shit. Right? We're going through storyline. That's when she was with him. Y'all stay out of their marriage. Listen, they don't have a marriage anymore.
They out of their marriage.
Social media. All right? They have gone their own separate ways. I'm just asking the hard-hitting questions. She was throwing up. We saw it. She posted it up. We didn't want to see it. But she, you know, like in a bucket and then on the floor, whatever. Then we see the sentimental moments of Miro coming in with the flowers and this and that and everything. But he has to, you know, handle work, make sure the bills get paid and everything like that. Were they together at that point? Was it already at the end and they're still like, listen, we're still friends. We still love each other. We just can't be married to each other. Shit happens. I get it. But I have questions.
Yeah.
And it's none of my business. But I have questions.
Do you think maybe it was before that?
Maybe. I don't know. She had a lot of Bobby Lashley's makeup all over her face during their wedding. Which came to a shock as me because I didn't realize Bobby Lashley was wearing that much makeup either. Bum, bum, bum.
Damn.
Sorry, not sorry, folks.
Nah, I hear you. Yo. I think. Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot for you to think and process and everything like that.
Because a lot of people were wondering why she wasn't in AEW with Miro when they first turned. And then she was doing her own thing, right? Like wasn't she doing the site?
No, she was still with WWE. I don't think they got released at the same time. Or maybe they did. I don't honestly remember. I was underneath the impression that he was released first because he came in as the best man to Kip Sabian's marriage between him and Penelope Ford. That's how he got in AEW. He had the blonde hair. He was the gamer. Because during that time, he was streaming on Twitch, and I think he still is streaming on Twitch. I don't follow it. Y'all know in the chat, let us know. But, you know, he got let go from WWE, and I think she was still there because Lana is best, Lana number one.
Yeah.
You know, we got that happening, and then she was getting put through tables.
Yeah, he got released during the pandemic, and she got a release a year after that.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's why. But then when she got released, I think with a lot of times with like a few of these like stars, unless you have those real passionate wrestlers, and not to say that CJ Perry is not one, but like that's like, no, wrestling is all their life. There's nothing else but wrestling.
Yeah.
They're gonna go after wrestling. Miro took some time off. He was doing his thing on Twitch, and then he came back to wrestle. She didn't immediately come back afterwards, but when she made an appearance, when she made her debut, with him rejecting her, it just seemed a little off. It's like, oh, okay. So we're not, because your God is telling you that you can't because you would devil. Mama said, Mama say you the devil.
Yeah, it's crazy because so I looked it up, right? The TMZ shit. So apparently they had broken up once and for all in the winter of 2023. So like last year they broke it up, but this is after several years of on and off relationship. They tied the knot in 2016. But when they're not officially divorced yet, but Miro moved back to Bulgaria shortly after him and CJ Perry broke up. And they said they just drifted apart. Maybe Miro wanted to be big on his own in AEW and decided to move, like, to step away from CJ, or wasn't CJ doing OnlyFans or some shit like that?
I think she might have. She was doing mass shit. So I probably,
because I'm not on OnlyFans because my husband said I would get papers in the mail if I did. She stated, matter of factly, this is the compromise, and also I think I can't say he likes. So okay, so Mira would have divorced her if she started an OnlyFans.
Oh. But she was still like showing her ass off and everything like that. Yeah. All that's left is showing your booty hole to the world.
I mean, there are pictures of her already out there. She did that shit before wrestling. She was an actress. She had a sex scene in a movie before.
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
But I don't know. It's wrestling life is hard in itself, and then
it's hard. Two different perspectives of it, because at the end of the day, I still want to see Miro over her, and that's because I just like him better as a wrestler.
Yeah, and that
I don't even feel like with her comeback now to AEW, just worked out in general.
Her comeback? No, I don't think it.
It didn't work out for me.
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
What major impact that she had?
Nothing. I don't think. I think more. Was the guy who did the Rusev Day made her more of a star than her actual self? If that makes sense. Yes. I think her doing the Rusev Day and then Rusev doing Lana's number one, Lana is the best. Like that made her bigger than her just coming
in the
out.
wrestling world, yes.
Yeah. Outside of it, you know, it's her,
She's
but
an influencer,
yeah.
a model, a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, if it comes to like within the wrestling world, overall, I will always choose Miro, just mainly because his character as a wrestler.
Yeah.
What he brings to the table, his matches. Come on now. That's for me is an easy sell. But it makes sense though. It makes sense. Who knows? If they say that it's over, it's over. Until those papers are fully signed, it ain't over. Let's see what happens.
They said they've been going on and off for several years before they tied the knot. Who's to say this isn't an off moment?
Right.
You know?
Moving forward.
Yes.
Mone. That's a song.
Yeah. I heard it on Monday. I'm not a fan. But to each its own. Everyone wants to rap now.
So, what song? Now let's do something. Let's do something fun here. Okay. Because we got multiple theme songs with this one individual, right?
Yes.
Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks. All right. We're going to take all these songs that she's had. All right. The original one with, I think of it was a CFO. And I have it on my playlist somewhere. But the first WWE song. Okay. Sasha Banks, WWE.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. I'm just trying to figure. Oh, wait. So she has Sky's the Limit, the original one, the remix with Snoop Dogg. Then she has Mone. Yeah. Fucking the crisscross will make you jump beat.
Yeah.
And then we have CEO. CEO. So I was unaware. Maybe they said it in the broadcast. I wasn't paying attention to them. I was unaware that was her singing or rapping on the track. When you hear it first in AEW, you can't really make out of it. The sound, crowd, everybody was talking. So you actually hear it by yourself. And I just realized, oh shit, that's her. She made a lot of reference to WWE. Like, you can't mistake it. And it's like little booyahs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna go by it. She sounds very confident. I don't know if it's her rapping or if it's the beat that's throwing me off. Or
I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
Because it's good. Yo, Kenny made the point. This is Gunther's entrance song. Like it starts out sounding exactly like Imperium, and then she starts rapping on it. And the minute I heard, I was like, nope. My brain said, nope, this don't go together. I can't do it. I'm a fan of her original Sky's the Limit song. I like that one better than the remix and this one than the Mone one. But yeah, I heard Gunther in there and I was like, oh shit.
Where do we rank her new song? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1 being the original, 2 being the remix with Snoop Dogg, 3 being Mone, and 4 being CEO.
Yeah.
Where does CEO? I'm underneath the impression is at the bottom.
Yeah, for me.
Where do you put Mone?
Right above that one. I'm sorry. Yo, if you can't rap, have someone else do it for you.
But I don't think she was singing. I mean, she was saying Monet. You know what it is?
Yeah.
I don't mind Monet, because the beat is hard, and it kind of gives it for me a little bit of a throwback. And I like it. I think when we first heard it, it was a lot. Hearing it in the like my headphones, she does say it a lot, but not as much as I thought. Like how
that shit stood out in the beginning. Yeah.
But the beat goes hard. I am right now. CEO is my bottom. I don't think it's a banger, but I think it needs to grow on me. For me, it has to grow on me. It has to grow. It's still. I need to get used to it because this is who she wants to be. This is who she is. So I'm not going to take that away because this is from how she is basically putting it out there. Is like, this is who I am. Love me, hate me, whatever, but this is it. She always said it to do her own track and everything like that. This is Mercedes and all the faces of Mercedes. Whether you see her as a Mandalorian, Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, going down the runway. You see her as, this is all of it in one. It has to grow on me in order for me to actually like it, to understand that this is the wrestler and this is the person who I'm seeing in the ring. I know who Sasha Banks is.
Yeah.
I've seen works of Mercedes Monet, but it got cut short due to injury.
Yeah.
So now, I guess with a little bit of a safer background than Japan, we're going to be able to see that. I guess, and then on top of that, she has to sell the fucking song as she comes down the ring.
I have it playing here. What? All right, so I'm 20 seconds into this song.
Wait a minute. Please hold. I'm going to put my volume all the way down so we don't get copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm 20 seconds into the song.
That's the last song I had over here. I'm sorry.
I started playing the Monet one because I was like, all right, the beat. Let's hear the beat. And I'm sorry. The beginning of that song, I'm thinking New Jack. Oh shit, New Jack's coming out to beat the shit out of someone in ECW. And then the beat drops. I'm like, okay, this has nothing to do with New Jack. Okay, the beat is fire. The beat is fire. Monet. All right, I get it. And then I started this one, and it's like, oh shit, Imperium's coming out, and then they just start chanting CEO. And I'm like, oh man. The chant.
It's
Imperium. Yeah. Yeah.
I never picked that up until now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, like you said it, but hearing it, oh man, it is Imperium. Oh, Gunter's coming out. The ring general. Okay. Oh shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. That just made me laugh until I cried.
Yeah.
That was funny. I wasn't like, I hear you. But to hear it, and then still, as you said, doesn't it sound like Gunter? And I'm like, yeah.
Is
Kaiser gonna go ahead and introduce her? That's a banger.
Yo, not for nothing. At this point, might as well.
I need Kaiser.
Yeah. The CEO. I don't know how he says it in his accent.
Oh shit, he'll figure out a way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Damn.
Don't ever let him go, WWE.
Word.
You?
Shit. Yo, I wanted to get your opinion on it's looking like we're gonna get Mercedes Monet and Willow Nightingale start off with.
The rematch. Let's go. It's a rematch.
Yeah.
It's the match that Mercedes was supposed to go over. I hate to say it like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Willow is my girl. I love everything about Willow. I'm all here for Willow, but I'm also here for storytelling. And the fact that we're able to have a continuation with Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale's on fire in AEW. As soon as she touched ground, she made it her own with her being herself, the bubbly, the adorable. She's absolutely adorable. She's like, yeah. She's like your female wrestling Care Bear. Okay? It's the best thing I can kind of say, and I absolutely love it. And when she goes a little dark, why not, right? So for them to take this story, this journey, the everything, we're making it to something magical. Backstage, we all know Mercedes and Willow, they're great. Accidents happening, freak accidents happening. Shit just happens.
Yeah.
But when you get both girls on board, like, yo, but let's make this shit into a storyline. And it almost ended my career. I'm salty. I'm gonna be a little salty towards you. But everybody around you, I'm cool with. They're cool with me. I'm cool with them. You, not so much.
Yeah. Or it could just be one of those uncomfortable things where, like, they never spoke about it. But, like, Mercedes is like, yo, this injury made me go harder and I'm a better version of myself. And Willow's like, I mean, that was a freak accident. What you want from me? Like, you know, but they never concluded that. It was in the ring and it never went past
the audience.
Yeah. So now they're uncomfortable with each other. Like, we never settled
it. There's a discomfort level because you saw how Mercedes was like, you know what? You did enough. I ain't here to talk to you. Because Willow looks like she's trying to be more of like apologetic about the whole situation.
Yeah.
And Mercedes' character is, I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you. You can go fuck yourself. I'm cool with you.
But you saw Willow about to hit her with the chair.
Willow felt some of that darkness that Julia and fucking Sky Blue left. You know, she did get hit with the mist in the eye. Who knows? She might be. I don't know why.
Delayed reaction.
Whatever you do, Tony Khan, please do not add Willow Nightingale into a Sky Blue and Julia Hart thing. Like, no. I don't see a darkness because she's just so easily to be smart. We're working on it. But
I think more it's gonna be Mercedes pulling Statlander and Homeboy away from Willow.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Stokely Hathaway is absolutely amazing. My guy is stuck in a comedy sitcom. Like, hey, how you doing? No. It just, it's funny, you know, you broke a fucking ankle. Nigga, shut the fuck up. It was a great segment. And we're doing something different. And that's what I like. We're doing something different. Y'all not gonna put the women up on the forefront. At least y'all doing something different. Stokely is amazing. Yes. Stokely is another one that must be protected at all times. On the most realest shit. So.
But, yeah.
Go ahead.
So, all right. So, this is going to be far in between before Sasha brings up the women's division. But, it's doing something for Willow.
And Chris. And anybody that messes with Mercedes. Right now, Mercedes' focus is supposed to be on Julia. She has a title. She ain't doing much with it right now anymore. It's time for Mercedes to take that title. Right? Give it that same prestige that Jade gave it, or that Tony allowed Jade, per se, because we already know.
All right, so here goes a little scenario for you. What do you think if we get ourselves a multi-woman match for the TBS title, and Mercedes don't win it, but Willow wins it, and Mercedes then goes to the AEW Women's Championship?
No, because that's still no, because that storyline, it needs to end within a match, and then we have to eventually bring it back for a third one much down the road, if whatever the case may be. But it needs to happen. It needs to happen prior to that.
The third one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay.
The third one can happen after one of the two captures the title. And then we move forward. Whether it is the direction of Mercedes going for Tony Storm's women's champion. And let's not forget, Dr. Britt Baker can still come back.
Yep.
At any time. She's not injured. She's just doing what she loves to do. Clean people's teeth. Yeah. There's another source of income for this. And also, whenever Jamie Hayter comes back as well.
Yeah.
So there's other elements that we're going to be adding to this, as long as Mercedes does not get injured. Because that's the big thing here. She had a career-ending injury. But how many injuries did she also have in WWE? Her back was a major problem at one point.
Yeah.
There's multiple layers to this.
She went into that what was it, that little depression thing that she had? Or was that when she was injured?
I don't think it was.
Remember when she just stepped away because she was she was overwhelmed, or she couldn't recognize herself or whatever? Yeah. After WrestleMania?
Well, yeah. That was like at one point where she felt overwhelmed by the scheduling. And then what it takes a toll on their body. And rightfully so, because at that point, I mean, her and Charlotte was just kind of going back at it, back and forth for the women's championship.
Yeah.
That's when she hit the main roster. That wasn't even when she hit NXT. That's when she hit the main roster.
I mean, I think she's gonna last, but
no, I don't think she's gonna do. She's not gonna last. What I'm saying is that she is more or less injury proof. Like,
yeah,
I hate to say it like that, but some people are like Cora Jade. Cora Jade got injured, came back, then she got injured again. Corey Graves. I can't. Wow.
Yeah, all the Corys. Graves,
another one. Concussions after concussions.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to wrestle afterwards. He just became a commentator, and it was one of the best things ever. Neville. Pac.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get over the fact that I hear Lillian Garcia saying it in such a weird ass way. Sorry. There's also wrestling going on in the bedroom. So.
I hear you. But the one thing about Mercedes, I don't think she's going to be doing independent bookings like all the other wrestlers. So
no.
So her schedule is going to be a lot lighter. I don't know if that helps because her schedule was a lot lighter in New Japan and she got hurt then. So, but is she going to be a novelty act? And by that, I mean like The Undertaker, where she's going to come in, maybe have a run, then leave, then come in.
I don't think so. Because she wants to wrestle. She wants to be able to be on TV. And getting paid to do what she does, fuck it. I don't think it's going to happen because it's still too soon. From here until maybe after the summer, or even around summertime, depending on what events are happening. Right? Then we'll see. Then we'll be able to determine that. It's too soon to call.
I can see that. Because based off of what you're saying, I can see her maybe winning the TBS championship and then having that feud with Willow. And then maybe Willow becomes champion from Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
But that'd be further down the line. Because not for nothing.
We're booking this for the long run. Remember what her contract is.
5 years. And apparently she could leave after 3 or something like that, but she's going to be there for a while.
Exactly.
And in wrestling...
there's a lot that can happen in wrestling in 3 years.
That's true. And it goes fast.
It really does.
Wrestling goes fast in 3 years, especially for us watching.
Goes by fast. We're almost damn near until the end of March.
This is the 4th year that Roman Reigns is going to be champion, the Universal Champion, and the 5th WrestleMania in a row. He's fucking main eventing.
Oh man,
that shit went by fast. Yeah,
Tribal Daddy.
Yeah, this shit. That shit was, last year when the Usos were the undisputed tag team champions, they were talking about wrestling each other at WrestleMania. Now we're 2 weeks away from it. We're literally 2 weeks away from WrestleMania, Gigi.
I know. I'm fully aware of that.
That's crazy.
I'm fully aware of that. WrestleMania is right around the corner.
Yes.
In our backyard, nonetheless. But right around the corner.
Yeah.
Indeed it is. And it's shaping up to be a really fucking good one too. And shout out to everybody that's going to be able to go out to WrestleMania in Philly. If you're going out, I know there's a wrestling only nightclub where they only play wrestling theme songs. If you go to that, please let us know how the fuck that end up turning out to be. Because that shit looks good as fuck.
Word, please.
There's a block party going on around there as well. There's a lot of side events besides actually being at WrestleMania. Just leading up to WrestleMania. So if you're going to WrestleMania and gonna enjoy the festivities that's around there, I just realized I look like Matt Short. Hold on, there we go. Boom, there, perfect. My chair was way too low. It was bothering me. Besides, I look taller than you.
Right.
I'm sorry. But if you're going to Philly, enjoy the festivities. Let us know how that shit goes down. We love to see you guys' stories and everything like that. So definitely tag us in it. We'll be more than happy to share it with you guys. But yeah, WrestleMania is 2 weeks away. We got a tag team between The Rock, Roman, Seth, and Cody. And then night 2, we're going to have Cody and Roman. But other than that, we are going to have Gunther versus Sami Zayn. And man, I really wish that this match would change. Just a little bit, just a tweaking a bit. We have the 6 mixed tag team match. Is that what it is?
For the ladder?
Yeah, for the tag team.
It's a 6-man ladder match. 6-team ladder match.
There we go. I know they had a different name and twist to it. I don't remember what it was, but it's a ladder match. A tag team ladder match with some of the, if not the best tag teams that WWE can actually give you right now.
Yeah. And there's still 2 teams that have not been named yet. They're supposed to be named on SmackDown tomorrow night.
So who do we have right now? We have DIY.
Yeah, DIY.
Miss Truth.
The Amazing Truth.
The Amazing Truth.
The New Day. The Awesome Truth, I'm sorry. And the Judgment Day. So DIY, New Day, Awesome Truth, and Judgment Day. Those are the 4 out of the 6.
Okay.
And SmackDown's tournament, I believe it's going to be the winner of the Lotharios and fuck, I had the tournament here, and Pretty Dangerously. So all right, so it's the new Catch Republic versus Pretty Deadly. The winner of that, I think, goes.
Yes, boys.
Yeah,
I want the yes, boys. So I can just simply say yes, boys at WrestleMania.
Word.
I'm here for that.
Okay, so it's the OC versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory for a chance at the tag team titles at Mania.
The OC has been doing their thing at NXT. NXT will be having Stand and Deliver very soon, and there's a lot that's going on. I think we might be getting new NXT tag teams. For the simple fact that we're moving Braun Breaker to the main roster.
Yeah.
He's a tag team champ right now with Baron Corbin. And yeah, that's not going to last long. So we got a little bit of NXT there, a lot of WrestleMania. This is just a lot of wrestling overall. Oh, man, I'm so excited. Wrestling.
Yeah, all right, so SmackDown is confusing because there was 2 tag team tournaments to determine the 2 tag teams that are going into the ladder match. So right now it's the Lotharios versus the Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. That match I think is happening next week, and tomorrow is another tournament where it's the OC versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory in one bracket, and then the Street Profits versus the Author of Pain in the other bracket. And I think the 2 winners of that wrestle each other. So then the 2 winners of that gets a spot, and then the 2 winners or the one winner of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus the Lotharios.
Yeah, no, that's confusing.
Yeah. It's so there's 2 4-team tournaments. And the one tournament, the finals is the Lotharios and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. So the winner of that tag team match is in the ladder match. The next tournament is the OC and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. The winner of that match wrestles the winner of the Street Profits and the Authors of Pain. And then the winner of that match between the 2 winning teams goes to WrestleMania to be the second team that SmackDown's putting in the match. Yes.
So the more popular tag team are going to win those matches.
Pretty much. I feel like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are winning, and I want to say the Street Profits, but you never know.
I just realized how cool this looks when I was coughing because I had the Undertaker right there. That's right.
Yeah.
He does right. Oh wait, I'm really excited. I edited the jacket, so I'm gonna order it tomorrow, and see how that final piece comes out.
Okay, is that like a spring jacket? Did you say that's like a spring jacket? Or?
This is a sample. Oh, okay, and I got mesh shit behind me, so there we go. Here's a sample for everybody. Let's just do. There we go. It's a nice has a little fleece liner on the inside, light spring jacket, little bomber jacket, zippers up, has Z pockets, and in the back.
Okay.
So, the newer one is going to be able to feature all of them. Because right now, I realized with this one, I was just kind of fitting the print in general to the lining of everything that I saw. However, I don't showcase all of the wrestlers on here, like properly. So I had to readjust it, make sure that nobody's feet is coming on the shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, plus the back of it, the alignment doesn't agree with me.
Yeah.
So I had to adjust it. So the new one, after just like checking out the different mock-ups, it kind of works out the best. So it's the same design, but now you're going to be able to see all the wrestlers together. And the top and then the connecting back, it will be a little bit more cohesive as to like the design. So you don't have like little feet again on my shoulders. A little hoagie wee wee right there. We don't need a little hoagie wee wee right there. A wee wee right there. That's where the yama comes from. We don't need that. We don't need that on your shoulder.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
yamas
No,
on your shoulder, ladies.
where no resting yama on the shoulder.
You know, that's no resting yamas on the shoulder. We can't dust them off because it's not dust. It's sticky.
Word.
We don't want that. No yama on the shoulders. No little hoagie yamas on the shoulder. Oh shit, he's on both sides. All right, that's wild. He's running wild on you. Careful. Wait, I
shit.
Nah. But yeah. And then the lining on the inside also has the wrestlers. So when you open it up and just like leave it open, the lining has it too.
That's dope though. I like it.
It's nice. And you know, the weather's coming around. I can't get I'll get you this for the winter.
Yeah.
I'll get you this for the winter. On those days it's like 20 degrees, but it feels like -8.
Yeah. This is something to cover the arm hairs.
I'm still looking at you like, nah, and maybe I should wear a jacket. No. This is the jacket you wear that day.
Yeah.
Because
in a snowstorm with that shit.
They're so normal like that. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out.
Nice. But I mean, it's looking dope though. It's definitely looking dope.
Hey man, I appreciate it. I realized something today too. I need to see if I can do ones for like little soup cups. You ever seen them shits? Little tumbler soup cups, little Stanley soup cups out there in the world. I want to see if I can do that into like more or less the same design like this or the king cup or some shit like that. Because I used a tumbler today for like some soup just to leave it there. Had to pack it up for my kid because I didn't have anything else. She didn't go to school, but I definitely used that, and that shit was nice and warm as if I just made it. And it was like at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, nice.
When I tell you warm, I was like, oh, yeah. You can have it.
There you go.
Do I got to heat it up? Nope. Okay. I was like, fuck, that's good. It was good.
Yo, for real. Nah, yeah. Shit.
That shit.
You winning out there.
I was like, oh, okay. A couple hours went by. You just stood there, bet. But something like that. See, I have a lot of creative ideas. They're all here. When we put them on the pen and paper, it's like, fuck, but no, I don't like it this way. I don't like, I am too much of a critic of my own work. And then sometimes I try to put it out there and it's just like, nah.
You got to do one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Because once I put it out there, I'm like, I'd be like, nah, hold up.
I hear you. I'm the same way.
Like right now, my sensational Sherry of one of these little dolls, right? She has a nice little gray blackish outfit on, but I won't put sparkles on there because when have you not seen sensational Sherry in a sparkling outfit, even if it's a dark one?
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah.
So there's a lot that I want to just add on to it, and I have to give it to the right look that I see it in my head. It's like it has to be there where less is more, especially if she looks like one of them.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Artwork, yes. This is how ideas get through, folks. Welcome to our meeting.
Word. Shit, we got ideas about these people going to WrestleMania. We need ideas for Sensational Sherry getting on a jacket.
We have it all.
Word.
Oh, man. And I still got Jameson. Yeah.
Facts.
Alrighty. What's next? What's been added? So Rhea versus the Man. That's still happening.
Which is crazy because now I'm starting to feel like Becky Lynch just ended her rivalry with Nia.
Yeah.
But Liv is next, and there's 2 weeks away in WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, Liv is definitely going to be there again.
So, is Becky going to wrestle Liv on the Go Home show of WrestleMania?
Again, though? Maybe. Possibility. Maybe not. Maybe it will happen, but then a disqualification happens. And it's like a throwaway match at this point. At this point, Becky Lynch can have like 2 throwaway matches. And it won't mean anything. Because at WrestleMania, I'm going to say that I don't believe that Becky Lynch is going to win. It's
I don't
going
either.
to be Mommy.
Yeah, I believe that also.
Mommy must reign supreme.
Yeah. And with this the storyline that we got with Andrade getting the wedge of Dominic away from her.
Yo,
possibly Jade stealing him away from Rhea. Or
Jade.
Someone else.
I'm still thinking about like Jade at all people.
All right, so what about?
I don't know. I just don't feel like she fits any of that per se.
All right, so who would fit that?
I mean, I don't know. That's my problem. You know,
Blair Davenport.
Possibility. That's actually a good one. I actually prefer that one over Jade, to be quite honest with you. Jade, to me, needs to stay black and proud. I feel like whatever program she gets in, Bianca Belair has to be there. If not, then someone that's next to Tier. But, you know, that's the real fucking match people want. And overall, like, we've seen them. Like, yeah, there's multiple matches that we want to see Jade in, but the top tier one that we all want to see is definitely the one with Bianca right now.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. I don't want anything else. Don't give me anything else. She gives me Rhea Ripley. I'm just like, come on. Now I feel like y'all insulted me. Like, it's Rhea. Don't do that to Rhea. That's a good match. Jade versus Rhea. But
what about if Liv Morgan takes Dominic away from Rhea Ripley? I mean, she said to Becky she was going to take everything away from her.
No. Now you will smoke that show ass. You just went from Jade all the way down. So let's just do Liv Morgan. For that, let's do Sonya Deville. And let's just make her come back with the Judgment Day. No, here's the thing. You're not going to be able to add another dominant female to the factor because there's only going to be one female in this division, in this faction, and that is Mommy. You're going to have to add another male to the situation. Yes, we are doing another female with Julia Hart because Julia Hart needs it as a champion. Rhea Ripley does not. She has the Judgment Day. She has the guys.
No,
we're one of the guys. You know, there's just going to be too much of a female competition within that, and we're not doing that with Rhea Ripley unless she handpicks somebody.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It's going to be from somebody from like UK.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about them to join the Judgment Day. I'm talking about them joining Andrade and Dominic. like she's the one that Dominic gets to beat up Rhea. Like if one of I'm gonna get my sister to whoop your ass to the ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those. Like this is my new girl and you the old news. And it just that's the rivalry they come up because you can have Dominic versus Rhea and Rhea will whoop Dominic's ass. But I mean,
I don't think. You know what? I'm gonna let you rock with your answer because I just cannot see that actually happening. And it bothers me because I'm like, somebody's gonna steal Dom Dom away from mommy.
Andrade is gonna steal Dom Dom away from mommy. But the other girl is gonna be the one that Andrade hooks up with Dominic.
I think Andrade is gonna be the one that's gonna put shit into Damian Priest's ear and Dominic's. I don't think it's just focusing on Dom Dom.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to do a whole like LWO fucking takeover type shit.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Because all right, so what I'm getting at is if he dismantles the Judgment Day and Damian Priest wins the title, he has no longer that backup. So
Here's
now
when you're introducing Jade, this is not how we're gonna introduce Jade. Because Jade is being kind of like,
unless it's not Dominic is Jade's man now, it's Jade got the title shot because of Andrade. Where it's like Andrade is trying to take all the gold from Judgment Day, and he's like, "Oh, I got somebody for you," and Jade pops up.
You want to know what my problem is? I don't think that Jade would want that. That's my thing. Because I feel like she just wants the spotlight only on her and not to really just be in a whole storyline like that. She wants to come in to be that bitch. And the minute she steps up, then somebody steps up to her. That's my problem with that. Because the way Tony Khan fucking plagiarized, and this is Jade. WWE is gonna be like, word, I call you that and I'm gonna raise you that. Because look how they did her entrance at the Royal Rumble. We knew she was gonna come through. But when you put the lights, the camera, boom. She is a solo act. That's my problem with that. That's why I don't see Jade going into that. Because Jade is a solo act. She got into it not as a solo act, but because of Shaq. But she's not going to do that here in WWE. I don't know who would go into that, but I do believe that what you're saying would work with another female wrestler. You put Liv Morgan out there. I mean, yeah, sure, but she's a fucking loose cannon and she won't be able to fucking sell it the way she should sell it. Maybe Dakota Kai. Because Dakota Kai is still with Damage Control, but she had a crazy thing with Rhea. Was it with Rhea? No, I lied.
It was Raquel.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And Raquel right now is off the shelf.
I mean, you can always throw Samantha Irving in this.
Nigga, what? No.
I know. I just wanted to wake everybody up. No. They thought I couldn't do it. They thought I wouldn't be able to surprise y'all. Unless we get Chelsea Green.
She might like sing to her and type shit.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah,
she'll seduce her.
I'm gonna let me go ahead.
She'll seduce her and shit, but
you know what? Rhea will let her.
Yeah, right.
Go for it.
Samantha and Kathy Kelly going after Rhea.
That's it. That's hilarious. Oh,
I mean, I mean, the problem is the stature of Rhea Ripley is huge, and you need someone with a similar stature to go out, like to contest her.
You know what's fucked up? I really do believe that person was supposed to be Raquel.
Yes.
But because of everything that unfortunately happened to her with her health and how shit just happens, because life just happens, we couldn't get that. And it sucks. Because, like, Raquel was being shaped up to be that female. You guys are done? Okay. She was going to be that female fucking wrestler that's being shaped up to be going to the top. And this whole medical condition of hers just like really put a setback not only onto her and her career, because that fucking sucks, but also the fucking CEO. But also because of the whole storyline overall.
Yeah.
That's fucked up because they literally were shaping Raquel Rodriguez to go up against Rhea Ripley. Would have been giant versus giant.
Yeah.
Another match for that. So, I mean, but we're going to get the man versus... Oh, shit. Man versus mommy.
I mean, yo, as my man Sir Wilkins like to say, Becky Lynch is older than dirt. You know, so this could be the rite of passage, the passing of the torch, this is the new era of women's wrestling, and now Rhea Ripley's headlining that.
Not to say that. No, let's not say that, because there's some men that are wrestling well past their age, still up to this day. This is the thing, though. Her face is starting to look like it. And I hate to say it, but she has like that mom face. Wardlow should be the new Goldberg.
Wardlow should have been the new Goldberg. He was supposed to be the new Goldberg, and I don't know.
Get Adam Cole, baby.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Wardlow got his shit stolen, and Tony Khan said, "Well, get the fuck out of here," because once he beat MJF, his stock went downhill. I'm telling you, they really think that they're forging these wrestlers. They get them smoking red hot, molten lava hot, and then throw them in water and just cool them off as fast as they fucking can. And holy shit, Wardlow is a different story, but he should have been champion by now, and he should have been a fucking star, like a mega star. He should have been that person that every time someone needs to test themselves, here goes Wardlow. But I don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Yeah, nope, they fucked that up. Tony Khan definitely fucked that up, man.
Yep.
Don't know how either, man. It's like, we're not going to put... Oh! Speaking of MJF, since he was part of MJF's fucking merch and everything about him is gone, finito, from AEW.
Really?
Mm-hmm. His merch, his mentions is all obsolete on the website. They took them off. And we are right around WrestleMania. How much money could it actually be? I mean, MJF did supposedly sign a contract. And maybe we're just waiting for him after WrestleMania. But maybe this could be a stunt. This could be a work. This could be a shoot. We don't know. But AEW has definitely taken off MJF.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's any
story behind it. No. So here's the thing, right? It's been reported I don't remember by whom. Could have been like Dave Meltzer or whatever the case may be, but he signed a contract way before his contract is supposed to end. That he was still going to be with AEW. He's just taking some time off due to injury. And we haven't heard from him. Now, why not use the whole WrestleMania season is about to blow up because it's WrestleMania. We're not going to be stupid about it.
Yeah.
It's the biggest stage of them all. WrestleMania is Super Bowl for wrestling. May not be the best fucking Super Bowl we'll ever see, or even the halftime show at that. But it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And we're breaking it into 2 nights.
Well,
nonetheless. And it is, and if you really think about it, it's really not 2 nights. All right. It's more like 4 nights in a row. 5.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. No, not 5, because SmackDown actually happens live.
But it's literally almost 72 hours of WrestleMania. Because you got
Saturday,
SmackDown,
Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, because you got SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, and then NXT in the morning, WrestleMania night 1,
WrestleMania
night 2, and then Raw.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot.
This is a legit vacation for any wrestling fan. Like now,
word, yeah.
So we're starting Thursday. We'll come back. We'll come back Wednesday because on Wednesday, you know what that means.
That's right. Yo, so they're saying that MJF is also dealing with a torn labrum.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're also saying that his contract might be has ended or almost ended.
That's the thing. His contract is officially done. Like the date was 2024, January 1st. That's it. He's supposed to be a free agent. Oh, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
No, he's a free agent at the beginning of the year.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he was only getting paid $1 million a year.
Just $1 million.
I don't know why I feel like wrestlers should be getting more than that, but
just $1 million.
Just $1 million. Just a cool $1 million.
I wish they pay me $1 million. I wish they pay you $1 million.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be nice. That would be very fucking nice.
Yeah, right?
I'm just saying.
Word. And,
So, you know what? Since we are segueing into AEW, AEW had a match last night, and the main event for Dynamite was Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, father. And Spike was brought out. Can we talk about Spike for a little bit? I don't know. It could be me. But my perception is that Spike, it's Spike. We see him. It's a bat. It's not a bat, but it's like, doesn't have a back to it. It's just full of, nails and shit like that. He's Spike, Spike. If you hit a man in his nuts, that would be piercing. Would it not be?
I mean,
you would think, right?
That you busting a nut more than once there. But he's a prince now.
Christian said, no, I won't quit. I don't care if he hits me in the nuts with Spike. Baguettes. No, I quit. It's coming right for my head. Bro, you wasn't worried about your other head, but you're worrying about this one. The one time you'd be thinking about that particular head. I think after once in the nuts, you'd be like, I'm dead. Nope, this ain't worth it. Nope. I would think that. I don't have balls. I don't have a cock. But I would think these things because that would hurt my vagina.
No, I would quit. You're going after my nuts. I would quit before you hit my face. You know, like my nuts would be protected a lot sooner than my face would. Scars on the face heal. My face doesn't get hard for no reason, but my nuts and my packaged duds, and that's uncontrollable. And if there's scarring on that, it's gonna hurt forever. So no,
I was so confused.
you know what I'm saying? Like you're not. Nah, don't no. It's not like you went electrocuted them like Kane did this to Shane. If you bring in knives to the nuts, you're trying to fucking castrate them.
My God. Okay, I could understand if Christian said no to barbed wire. Okay, barbed wire. Just you know, we can possibly.
He hit the thigh.
Right, you can possibly escape that.
Yeah.
But this thing that Adam Copeland had, that Edge had, literally, there's spikes. There's spikes, all right? There's a whole bunch of spikes. And they're aiming for your nutsack. And they're aiming for what we call you father for, right?
Damn.
And you're okay. No, I don't give up yet. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? At that point, you should have been like, nah, but you were like, nah. The moneymaker here can't take it. No, please don't. I quit. Like, what? Oh, because you thought you were gonna get your head's gonna get bashed in. Your head already got bashed in, my nigga. What happened? What? I don't understand it. I thought right then and there he would have said, I quit. Nope, I quit. Mm.
Yeah.
If anything, my intake was like, you hit this head first, right? Make him bleed. Like, make him bleed. You don't even have to like hit him. You can just like fucking grab it and just like fucking like a cheese grater to his head, right? Something. And then like wind it up. You can wind it up the way you need to wind it up. And you're about to go ahead and swing bada. All right, swing for the fences.
Put them in the shattered dreams.
There you go.
Yeah.
With Spike. Then you would have been like, I know I quit. You already kicked me 29s in there. Can't do it. Can't tap out, but I quit. You know, that I would understand more than than Edge basically aiming for the top of his head, because I just like I was very confused.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought that
unless he had a cup on.
I mean, I'm sure that they all do, but still, it still can possibly penetrate.
Yeah, you protect that at all times.
Very sensitive area.
Especially if you want to be a father.
I do not have balls. I do not have a cock, but I have a vagina, and I can only imagine. With spikes, it's just the right. This is what we're portraying. His name is Spike. It's full of spikes. My man literally almost committed murder, and we're like, okay, we'll stop the match here. My man already committed murder in the nuts. The true nuts. What? I digress. Where's my Jameson? Almost done.
I don't know why. I just feel, Christian, you're a father now. Why the fuck are you trying to get rid of your fucking nuts? Oh man. I'm
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Just thoughts. Just
to
get out there. I digress. Congratulations to Ada Copeland for winning the TNT Championship. Kudos to you in your hometown. There you go. You guys had the match.
Yeah.
I know your number one fan, Lay, is congratulating you always.
Yes, he took a shot for you, a couple shots for you. Yeah,
We're here for it.
Word. So I have the AEW roster on my screen,
okay.
And Tony Storm's silhouette, her picture with the title is black and white.
Yeah, where her lips are red.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the title behind her is in color. Like it. I'm digging that everything is black and white with this one.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime they cut to her on air and everything like that, it's Tony Storm. And just like her video and shit like that, like all black and white. Every time they cut to her, she's black and white. They had her and Deanna cutting a promo where Deanna's in color and Tony Storm was in black and white. It was the greatest thing ever.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Even her manager, Luther?
Yeah.
His picture's in black and white.
Yeah. Do you not know who Luther is?
I know he was somebody, like he was in the original AEW. He was crazy. But other than that,
you remember what his look was?
It was like Frankenstein or some shit.
My nigga had a third eye over here. And he was always out with Pentacle.
Okay, yeah.
And Pentacle always used to have the little boomer, little streamers coming out. They're part of the Spanish announce team.
Okay. The only thing I think of is this guy's he was the buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
He was the buy-in and the 20-man Royal Rumbles, the Battle Royals that they did. You know, they still have Brody Lee on their roster. Right next to his son, Mr. Brody Lee Jr.
Okay.
That's actually pretty dope.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
My bad. I thought I had it on the microphone. Clearly, I did not.
It's weird though, because we're in March of 2024, and a lot of these wrestlers on this roster are 0-0 or 0-1. And there's there's 3 AEW shows plus one that you have to do on the internet with Ring of Honor. And they're 0 and something. Sammy Guevara has more matches than most of these people, and he's been off TV for a while.
Yeah, he has been. Yo, I honestly, you know what? We already spoke about that suspension and how dumb that shit was, or is, because apparently he's still suspended. But yeah, this again shows that Tony Khan doesn't know what to do with the women's roster. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do with it. You want to know why? Because Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, decided to walk the fuck away because this is what the fans wanted, right? We got tired of seeing Dr. Britt Baker. You want to know why? Because Tony Khan based his whole women's division around Britt Baker. And other people need to be the way Britt was.
Yeah.
Or I can say Britt is. Because when she steps back in, it's going to be right back, kind of like a routine. Like, oh my gosh, she's finally back. We can do this. but for a short period of time. He needs to understand that building the other women around it is what it's about. And I think that's what he's trying to get with Mercedes. Because Britt's not there. She's like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with the women's division, because I'm going to do it. Tony Khan, this is what I'm bringing to the table. I'm going to help you with your women's division.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, they don't really need help. They just need eyes. They need eyes on them. Like, a lot of these women need to be more on TV.
They need something. So therefore, they need help.
I mean,
it doesn't matter how the help is, whether it's more eyes on them, whether it has to deal with one particular individual to go to each and every one of them.
What I meant by not help, I mean, they have a plethora of amazing women talent. They need to showcase them more. They need to showcase them more, yeah. Because not for nothing, I guarantee you, most of these women would get over if you gave them enough time. Even like Mercedes Martinez, give her. You don't even need to give her a mic. Just give her enough time. Wasn't she supposed to be in a feud with somebody?
Yeah.
Remember we was saying it was like, oh, she could be in a feud with who was it? Was it Britt Baker? No.
She was in a feud with I think Julia with Willow.
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
They never did nothing with that. Serena D.
They're bringing Thunder Rosa back into the picture.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's happening little by little. She's getting into the face. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm going to make noise. You put the cameras here. I'm going to make noise. And that's what she has to do. Because apparently, if you just stay quiet, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
So she's going to be loud. That's what she got to do. This is what she got to do to get more TV time. The microphone kind of like, okay, you want to say something? Say something.
Yeah. I'm surprised Red Velvet hasn't been doing more.
She seems like been booking her more.
She seemed like she was, I don't want to say like a superstar, but she was looking like a
like a top contender.
A regular. Yeah, like a regular. Like every time you see women wrestling, she's there. You know what I'm saying? And she could be a contender for the TBS championship or the world championship ring, something. Like there's a bunch of women I'm looking at and like I ain't never seen them wrestle before.
And you know what's sad is that I really, on low key, I kind of miss AEW Dark. Because AEW Dark was able to go ahead and showcase all the women, all the men, a lot of mixed intergender matches and shit like that. And I kind of missed that. And you also get like, granted, I always said it. AEW Dark, I was always there for the commentary because they always said like the most wildest shit. It's like, what? That's what we're really saying is. It's on YouTube. It's all right. It'll be okay. All right.
Yeah.
That type of fucking vibe. But you actually get to see some of our favorite independent wrestlers actually wrestle on AEW Dark. And some of those people become on the main roster that is Dynamite. AEW Dark was basically what NXT is to WWE.
Yeah.
And it was dope. Yeah. It was really fucking dope. We got introduced to Willow on the Indies.
Yeah, in Battle Club.
Right. But we also saw her via social media into where she's at right now.
Yep.
We also had a particular part into that as well, since we sponsored the matches for her.
Yeah.
And it's dope to see that, we put money into the particular person because we know that person's going to fucking win it, and look where they're at right now, and that's fucking awesome.
Yep. And I sent her an email to come on the show, and she decided to sign with AEW right after that. So, you're welcome.
No, but it's dope to kind of see that someone who progresses from AEW Dark, even people like Trisha Dora, You know, like she was always on the independent scene. You see her work. She's on AEW a few times, and now she's like kind of a little bit more on the main roster. Same with Queen Aminata.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that went through AEW Dark, and you got to see. Granted, you knew who was going over, who wasn't going over, but you got to actually be able to see them, and you showcase them more on a YouTube show than what you do on the main roster. But the fact that you still gave them a platform to showcase how you find these people is fucking dope.
Yeah.
And to me, I think we're kind of missing that element. And then when you're doing with the women's fucking roster, he never knows what the fuck he's doing with the women's roster. The women's roster needs more fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah. And not
Whether
just for the
even within a faction. Fucking add them into a faction.
You know, not for nothing. This would benefit a tag team women's division.
Mm-hmm.
You have them in tag teams already. They're all grouped up in little groups already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have it as a Ring of Honor and an AEW tag team women's division, you know? And we get to see more of them. Ty Mello and Anna Jay, when Ty Mello comes back, you got a tag team right there. You got Willow, you got Nightingale and Sky Blue. There goes your tag team. Willow and Statlander.
Statlander. I was like Sky Blue and Julia Hart together.
Julia Hart. There you go. I don't know.
Statlander.
Yeah, Julia Hart was the name that was escaping me, but yeah. You could put anybody together. Fucking Nyla Rose and Amadama or whatever. Fuck, what's her name?
Queen Amadama.
Abaddon. Yeah, Abaddon. You can put them together if you want.
No, you can't put Abaddon together. Abaddon honestly belongs in the House of Black. She should be the demon of House of Black. On the most realest shit, she is the living dead girl. And if you're gonna have a faction that's called House of Black, and y'all niggas supposed to be the most spookiest fucking team out of all of them, right? How are you not having the most spookiest bitch on the roster with y'all? Help me understand that. Help me understand how Abaddon does not fit into the House of Black. Because I thought if any female should be in part of the House of Black, of the darkness and everything that just the unholy of unholy, right? Because it's House of Black. You would have someone like a living dead doll.
Yeah. What up, Ray?
No. Go fuck yourself. If you're able to say you're in the group chat, you should be able to be here for the last 7 minutes. I'm just saying, hope you had a great time watching the Ghostbusters movie. I'm just saying, this is more. You still got time.
Word.
Okay? Jingle.
That's right.
Hurry up.
The foot is down, Ray.
Foot is down.
Don't be like Show. Don't be like Show. Don't be over here. I made it.
Word.
Just because you in the chat.
Uh-huh. We see you, nigga.
That's right.
See you.
Shit. See, you know what it is? We started talking about the women's division AEW, and Ray came in here to say that they don't need no extra time. Ray doesn't believe there should be a women's division.
So around back home, are you driving? Are you driving? You know how many times I came on this show while I was in the Uber?
Yep.
And Kenny thought that I was robbing somebody?
Yep.
Countless times.
Yep.
I don't even remember, so therefore we ain't counting those times.
Yep. Word. You was coming back from the airport one time in the Uber on the car, on the phone.
No, I wasn't coming. I was going.
See?
I was going. Because those night flights, that's what it is.
She was in Puerto Rico on the show with us.
Word. And on time at that, too.
Yeah.
Like, I showed up more on time during my vacay than I actually do here on the regular.
You almost died of heat stroke, and you still made it on the show.
Oh my God, I really did. Where the fuck you at, Ray? Huh? Are you driving? Are you driving?
See a little bit of ghost here and there.
I'm looking at the comments. Because I'm looking at you. Are you driving? Look at me. Looking at you. Are you driving? Because if you're not driving, why are you not on the pod? Now, if you're driving, then why are you texting and driving? What's wrong with you, nigga?
Word.
Unbelievable.
When there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? The knuckleheads.
I got the jingle. I got you.
Word. Shit.
Jingle.
And Mr. Loki didn't even. He only commented twice. What was you doing, Mr. Loki? Were you just envisioning? My man was just sitting there meditating, like, you know something? I could see this. Now I want Andrade to take Dominic from Rhea. Shit.
I'm weak.
But
no excuse, Raymond.
Word.
No excuse. Either or, whether you driving or not.
But I do think that the women definitely need out of championship feud between other wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need women to just have a feud without the champion without a title being involved. Like, two women, like, you know, they're just, it could
just build a rivalry.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is what I like about WWE. They build a rivalry that does not have to deal with a title. It's just, I don't fucking like you.
Yeah.
You don't like me. I want to fight. You want to fight. Let's fight. And then there's always going to be beef between them, no matter what.
Yep. And then when you need someone to go after a champion, hey, remember that time I fucked you up when we wasn't champions? Now it's my turn again.
Exactly.
But I don't know. That
was a nice little mushroom sky. Okay. Anyway.
Right?
Yes. And you're not driving, sir. I'm disappointed in you right now.
Right. There's no excuse, right?
But I refuse to acknowledge you for the rest of this group chat.
Yeah. You know, you're like Ray J. You only got 4 minutes. You only had 4 minutes. Now it's 2 minutes.
Disgusted.
Word. You call yourself a wrestling fan. He's over here. I'm doing Spanish commentary for Leo Rush. I'm doing Spanish commentary for Battle Club Pro coming back in April. I'm doing Spanish commentary for them. Yeah. I can do it too, Ray. I can advertise too, Ray. Huh?
No, but let's put this aside. Shout out to Ray getting that work in.
Word.
Next couple months. Go ahead, intern.
Word.
We see you.
Word. 105.
But we appreciate your compliments.
Word.
Absolutely. We got you.
If you want to watch movies, do it on a fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. But not on a Thursday. I'll be here. That's tomorrow.
Word.
We're not living right now for tomorrow. We're living in the moment, Raymond.
Yeah.
Right?
We had some year-long storytelling for the world title.
No, fuck that. No. You know what? Show be working mad fucking late, okay? The fact that he shows up for 1 minute of his fucking life and you can't fucking do that. Are you in the car by yourself? If you're not, it's okay. The more, the fucking merrier.
Word.
Okay? So fuck you. Get on the fucking call.
Yeah. What do you
Send the fucking link to his ass.
He got the link. I sent it.
You already know what the link is.
I sent him this when I started. I sent him the link. I think he's just ashamed.
So you're ignoring Toad's fucking messages.
Yeah, I think he's just
ashamed.
How you
want to end the fucking show?
Yeah, he's just ashamed. He's ashamed of us to have us on with his friends in the car. He's ashamed of us. That's what it is. That motherfucker.
How dare he?
He doesn't want to be embarrassed.
You know what? You're too busy typing. Where you could have just went on, find the link, and just jumped on.
Yep.
You have to do is jump on.
Yep.
You know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're ignoring because you just came to see Ghostbusters. Boom, we set the scenario in the background. So wherever you at, where you at?
Word.
It's okay. The driver doesn't care.
Right.
If you're by yourself, the driver doesn't care. And if he does, just tell him you're on the phone call, having a wrestling conversation with knuckleheads.
If the driver
won't leave you alone, but no, you won't do that because you are ashamed of us.
If the driver gives a shit, just tell him
go fuck himself.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't understand.
Oh, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick, suck a dick.
Yeah, ma.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ray has gone Hollywood. He has.
Yeah.
He has.
This fucking guy. I wish he would show up right now. I swear to God.
But he's not on video.
Yeah, but he's not on video.
I'm still here though.
That's not my problem. Where do you mean here? What's here?
Yeah,
we can't see where you're at, so we don't understand what you're talking about.
This could be AI for all we know.
It is.
Yes, this is AI generated. So this is Ray AI. I should have wrote my name that way.
Okay. So Ray AI, where are thee?
I am going across the Willoughby right now, actually.
So you're in an Uber.
Yes, I am.
So why is your camera off?
Huh?
Are you by yourself?
I am not by myself.
You got a girl with you, Ray?
Oh, you got somebody. Well, you got us on your headphones, or you got us on speaker.
I'm on my AirPods.
Yeah, see, he's hiding us from. He's like, let me make a call real quick. He's hiding us from this girl that he went on a date with. Yeah.
He's hiding us. Matter of fact, the phone right now is face down.
Yep.
He's like, I'm so sorry.
Nope.
You know,
he's like, yo, let me call my mom real quick.
Are you with your mom?
No, I'm not.
No, you're with friends. What? The more the merrier.
What's her name, Ray? Does she know about your kids?
Yes, all 187 of them.
She's one of them. Is she one of the baby mamas, or is she the future?
Oh my!
Let's put her on the phone, Ray.
Put her on the phone. This is why Kenny does his own show.
Yeah. Put her on the phone. I gotta see if she's worthy enough to have one of your kids.
Wow.
Put her on the phone.
We don't believe you're in Uber.
Word.
We see that
quiet,
handsome face of yours, Raven.
I don't hear none of the bumps. None of that.
You want to hear the?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We just want to say hi.
What's her highest level of education?
Why won't you show us? Why are you hiding, Ray?
Word.
Why? Even Rey Mysterio got his mask off at one point. Why are you hiding, Ray?
Huh?
They can see you laughing. It's okay. It's okay. Like, there's no sense of hiding this. You just listen, at this point, just put the AirPod down because they can see that you are clearly... Did you mute us?
Yep.
You muted us? I know you muted us.
That's what it is.
Motherfucker, you muted us.
Because we're loud in his headphones and the girl's like, what do you mean? 185 kids.
Yo,
Does she know how you feel about women, Ray? Can she cook? Huh?
Can she what?
Can she cook?
Yes, she can.
What does she cook?
That's a conversation for tomorrow.
No, but we're talking about today, though.
Word.
What did she cook today? So, you know, we gotta switch the question, bitch.
Word.
And on that note,
what? No, you can't do that. No, you don't get to close this show, Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond.
You weren't here all night, okay?
Yeah,
you don't get to fucking do that.
Don't use the excuse that you're allergic to latex.
Unbelievable. The disgrace.
For real.
Ugh. No wonder you're the intern. Anyway, so take us home.
Word. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Ray, we're not gonna forgive you for stealing Gigi's hair.
Wow, we're still on the hair. Jesus.
Raymond, we're still on the hair.
That's right.